2023-2024 season. Let's get it. It's a great return. Playoff strikes back. We going live and conduct to the match. Relle and King still spitting the facts. Wrapping it up with a little yard in the chat. Baltimore, Dallas, we still on the map. The others agree, we don't know about that. We wrote the blueprints, don't know about that. And Luca, we trust that we know about that. MFL, that new roster. Cooking up with Kirby, steak and Eliza. Hope your appetite will win in this party. Grab yourself a seat for the after game party. We never die, we live long and prosper. You ain't imagining, we home like phosphorus. Lightning in the sky like Dr. Frankenstein, Luca and Kirby, they created a monster. The rules of the game are the same. They on every platform, same name. At WTM, have your question on screen. Keep it courteous and keep it clean. And remember to share and like. Welcome Relle and King to the mic. Wherever, whenever you hear this pod. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Glow Yard.
YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs. We talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective, guys. Tough one tonight. We're going to definitely get into it, man. Y'all already know how we do it on this channel. We talk all things Dallas Mavericks. But before we do all that, man, listen, if you're brand new to the channel, guys, please do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, man. Go ahead, come over here and join the Glow Yard family, man, as we talk Dallas Mavericks. And also, everybody, please hit that like button, man. Please hit that like button. Help us grow this thing. Help us build the algorithm up to find more Mav fans like yourselves to join the Glow Yard Gang. All right, man, we got a special guest in the building, man, here to talk Mavs and Lakers with us. This is an up-and-coming talent here on YouTube, man. Great talent, man. It's a guy whose work I definitely follow. I pretty much watch all his shows, or listen to his shows, I should say, man. So shout out to him, man, straight out of L.A. We got that boy Jeff in the building, man. Empire, Jeff. What's good, man?
What's going on? What's going on, man? Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited, man. I watch all of your guys' shows, too. Listen or watch. I don't watch a lot of other team shows, you know, being a diehard Laker fan, but I check in with you guys all the time. And happy to be here. I've been looking forward to this.
Yes, sir, man. We definitely appreciate you coming on, too, man. Like I said, we've been wanting this for a while, so we definitely appreciate it, man. Like I said, follow your work, man. Great work over at EmpireJeffTv, man. Y'all please follow him on there, man. He doesn't not only just talk about the Lakers, but he talks about all things basketball. So and the LA Dodgers.
MLB, yeah, I say as well.
Yes,
We don't get on. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
New evil empire, baby. But yeah, let's go.
Yeah, man. I see y'all over there doing work, man. We gonna see though. We gonna see. Listen, man. We definitely appreciate you joining us here, man. Got your boys Relle and King, man. Like I said, back with a brand new one for y'all, man. Like I said, all things Mavs, guys. You're in the right spot. All right, fellas. Y'all ready to get into it, man?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into these takeaways of the game here. Of course, you guys already know how we do this, man. Go ahead and rattle off these stats here. Got to be on my best behavior tonight for our guest. Go ahead and show that for everybody, man. Excuse me. Dallas loses 110 to 127 to the LA Lakers. They fall 24-18. Lakers 21-21. Dallas shoots 46% from the field. Lakers shot 53%. Dallas shot 27% from three. The Lakers shot 42% from three. Free throws. Dallas was 15 of 18 for 83. The Lakers was 17 of 24 for 70. The Lakers won the rebound battle, which was a surprise. It was only by two. 45 to 43. We won the offensive rebound battle 11-9. And Lakers won the defensive rebound battle 36 to 32. All right, man, let's go ahead and go to our guest first, man. Jeff, go ahead and let the folks at home know, man. What was your takeaway of the game today, man?
Man, the takeaway is the Lakers look like. I don't want to, get too overhyped here, but the last handful of games, D'Angelo Russell has woken up. What I've been saying all year when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers, healthy Vando means trouble for the rest of the league. And you can play D'Lo and Reeves in the backcourt together when you got someone like Vando back there, along with AD to help with that defense. Today, he was phenomenal. He's getting healthier every game. You can see it. He's a disruptor. He gets out there, makes other guys play defense who aren't known for defense because they know they got help behind them, save some of their energy for offense. But really about this game, it almost like when you look at this stat sheet, it's almost like the teams kind of mirrored each other here, like they flipped here, right? Because Mavs, I think, shoot the second most amount of threes in the league. Lakers don't shoot as much. Their percentage is usually the worst, and they're the worst at guarding in the league, bottom two and guarding the three. So I was looking at tonight, thought that you guys were going to kill us from three tonight. I was like, we have to kill the paint and limit our turnovers. And it's kind of what happened, right? They limited the turnovers. You guys averaged about 12 a game. You were pretty much on pace for that the most of the game, but ours came way down. That was huge. But fast break points, we just absolutely obliterated you guys. And that was pretty much it right there. Everything you can point to the stat sheet that leads to hustle, which isn't what the Lakers are known for, they did today. So very happy with that. And obviously, but it's I was happy to see them coming out of a stretch of just lackadaisical lack of effort.
What you got, King?
I feel like basically what Jeff said was true. They played like the younger team. I should say the Lakers did today. You outrunning the Mavericks all day. I felt like we couldn't make a 3-point shot. Shout out to Kyrie. He's been on a roll, but today he had a horrible game. It is what it is. I still don't like the rotations at every time that Jason Kidd puts us in situations. But it's Jason Kidd. Lively looked okay when he was out there. I know Luca still got you a pretty decent game as far as scoring and getting a triple-double, but I felt like he was doing a bunch of complaining out there. And when that happens, you know how the rest of the team goes. But the main thing was you guys outran us. I should say you guys shot the 3-point ball like tremendous, something we didn't expect. We couldn't make a shot, and you guys took care of the ball. So you played a great basketball game. I know we beaten you guys already twice, so it was in LA. You guys probably wanted this game a little bit more than we did. The Mavericks are going up and down right now. I don't know what's up with that. Again, shout out to Jason Kidd. Hopefully we can get it together. But other than that, yeah, you guys wanted it. Guys came out wanting to play, and some of our guys didn't, that we expected to, and other guys that maybe sometimes do. So that's basically all I got to say overall. I really don't go up and down. We take it one game at a time, and now we go to the next team.
Yeah, y'all pretty much hit the nail on the head, Jeff. You right. It looked like we switched bodies today, man. Everything y'all did is what we known for doing. Like you said, we're one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league. We're one of the best fast-paced teams in the league, and we don't turn the ball over a lot. We did all three opposite today. Like, it was crazy. I did not expect y'all to hit this many threes today. One of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league. I think one of y'all's weaknesses that you want to fill this trade deadline is shooting. You want spacing and all that good stuff. So, and shout out to D-Lo and shout out to Anthony Davis, man. I was talking about Anthony Davis a few shows ago, man. And he did exactly what I've been saying he's been doing all season. Almost triple-double, but they sat him out in the fourth quarter. So, just like you said, against Vando's defense, he seems to y'all did a good job. I'm gonna give you one thing. The decision to put Vando on Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
I was really shocked about it. I got to give I know it's gonna be a cuss word to the Laker fans, but I got to give props to Ham on this one, man, for that one, bro. Like that was an excellent decision, man. Shout out to Lakers fast break. I don't want them to kill me, man. But the fact that it took him out the game, man, that was I gotta give him props on that.
Mm-hmm.
The fact it felt like matter of fact, I'm gonna pull them. I got y'all stats. So let me get our stats so I can see what I'm looking at here. All right, so Luca with a triple-double. I mean, it wasn't really to me. It wasn't impactful triple-double, man. Not the fact that not just saying that he couldn't be impactful. It's just because guys weren't making their shots. Yep. We had so many open shots that we weren't hitting, man. Shots that we normally make, corner shots that we normally make, they weren't hitting them. Derek Lively, I didn't really feel his impact today either, man. We normally feel his impact. Him in the game is always like a security blanket for us, man, because we know what he can do on defense. It's just out today, man. I mean, he had a double-double, but just like with Luca's triple-double, I really didn't feel it today, but it's all good. I know for a fact Lively's going to be there, so I'm not worried about Lively. Who else? Like I said, Derrick Jones Jr., I think he got hurt, man. We just cannot stay healthy, man. That's the part that kind of is frustrating. I don't know when we're going to ever see our full squad, man, because we can't get dudes to stay healthy, man, because he got hurt and they took him out for a little bit, but he did come back in, but that's when the game was pretty much out of hand at that point.
Go ahead. I knew it. Here it comes. Oh.
Jason Kidd is trash.
Okay. I thought you were the other guy.
Yeah,
I was about to say this. Now, it's the part I don't understand. I said this before, man. I'm trying not to go in a rant because I told y'all I'm sick and tired of ranting about the same stuff every game. The inconsistent math. We talk about this so many times. This is why we say one game at a time, man. Because they'll do good against a team and then struggle the next game, man. Like it's like a complete opposite with this team. I don't understand what's going on with that. Maybe you could say it's from injuries, whatever, right? Shouldn't be this inconsistent this many times. It's getting ridiculous, man. If you're supposed to be one of those teams, you shouldn't be doing this consistently. being inconsistent consistently. That's the part that gets me. But the fact that I don't know what kind of lineups Kid was running out there today. I don't understand. Now, any other time, folks would use the excuse of analytics for the white power for him playing. And then today, you just completely just took him out the game. And then you put him in when we were down by damn near 20. I don't understand the decisions that Jason Kidd makes sometimes, man. It's head scratching. But then when you ask him why he does these moves, he don't tell you nothing. He gives you some blow you off answer, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm just watching just like y'all. It's like, bro, that makes absolutely no sense, bro. You make the decisions on this team, bro. Why are you making these decisions? It's a simple answer. Let us know why you. Hey, it could be the stupidest answer. Just give us something that way we know what your thinking was on not playing Dwight Powell at all. I don't understand that. This has been your hottest center since Derek Lively's been out, and you completely take him out the lineup.
Yep.
Like, I don't understand what the thought process is. Then you put in Maxi Kleber to be the backup. He's on minute restrictions. Like, I just don't understand this, man. And I don't know what you're getting killed on the boards. Like, AD was dominating us on the boards, and you still refuse to put in the two big man lineup. It's not like you got two Derek Lively's out there on the floor to where it's going to cut off the spacing. You got Maxi Kleber out there. Like, I don't understand this, man. Like, it's confusing to me, man. Some of the stuff that Kid does now. I mean, like I said, I'm just tired of talking about the same stuff. It's like it's getting worse. A lot of self-sabotaging, man, from this coach. I know this sound familiar, y'all, Jeff. I know I see y'all like. Yeah, I see you smiling. I know this sound familiar, man. Like I said, I listen to you. I listen to Lakers Fast Break all the time. But y'all say the same thing about the Lakers, about Ham or whatever. But oh man, it's just frustrating with this guy, man. I feel like we're not a bad team, man. He just makes bad decisions as a coach, man. Like I said, these lineups are horrible, man. And I'm getting sick and tired of. Now, you didn't give Rashawn Holmes time to mess up. You didn't give him time to catch a rhythm. But we steady see Grant Williams out here looking like pure unadulterated trash. Mm-hmm. And it's like you put him in crucial times. The only time this dude is seen on the court is if he's causing a jump ball or he's fouling somebody. He's looking stupid and doing the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just getting ridiculous, man. We not gonna get ahead, man. Playing like this and with Kid running things the way he's running, man. Like, he gonna have to do something. He gotta change something up, man. This is not gonna work. And I don't care what kind of trade we do, man. If Kid's gonna still continue to keep coaching like this, no matter what trade we do, like, what's to say that we won't look the same way after the trade? We did it last year with Kyrie. Like, I don't know, man. I just tired talking about Jason Kidd, man. And he's becoming the elephant in the room, man. It's getting ridiculous, bro. But like I said, a lot of people really just didn't play at the level we've been seeing him play over the last 5 games. Like, Kyrie didn't play his game. Tim didn't.
There you go. I was waiting for you.
I was gonna get to him. I was gonna save him last though, because I remember we was in here last game. This is why that's why I always say, when people come in here and they're telling us don't trade him, sign him to an extra 10-year contract because he had 2 good games. Like, I don't understand why people are oblivious to this, as if we have not seen this for not just for the Mavericks, but for every team that Tim has been on. He's been this exact same way his whole career, bro.
Amen.
This is nothing new. Like I said, if you don't believe us, go talk to Freezy, go talk to Demond. They will tell you the exact same thing. Like, this dude plays the exact same way his whole entire career. There is no consistency with Tim Hardaway. Him having 5 good games, bro, is a Hall of Fame career for him. Like, he's gonna give you these games, y'all. For him to be your third option, bro, that's not a good look. You need more consistency at the third option, man. You need more consistency. Your third option cannot be giving you 12 points. So like I said, man, it's the same old. Like I said, I didn't want to rant, bro, because folks didn't hear me rant enough. It's just, man, this game this was trash, man. Like I said, big ups to y'all, Jeff. Y'all won the game, man. I can't knock the Lakers, man. The Lakers did everything I didn't think they would do, and they capitalized on it. Our defense was trash today. The Mavericks been working on their defense over the last 16, 17 games, man. We moved up in the defensive standings and all that. You can't tell tonight. You can't tell tonight.
We either give you a master class or we give you trash.
It's never the Mavericks are Tim Hardaway.
I'm used to it now. Like, it is what it is. There's no need to rant.
He usually kills us. To be honest, he usually kills us. So first thing we said, that's a fan. I'm kind of happy you went on that rant. I'm kind of happy that Laker fans get to kind of see this right now, because I think a lot of Laker fans are under the impression we're the only fan base that hates our head coach. And I don't hate Darvin Ham. I'm one of the few that actually kind of understands that he's part of the problem, but not the only problem. Most people on my channel get mad at me for that, but I'm just like, look, there's a lot of things wrong with this team during this stretch. Darvin Ham has his responsibilities, but it's funny because a lot of Laker fans thinks that the answer to all the Lakers' prayers are in Dallas. Jason Kidd, Jared Dudley, and Kyrie Irving. Now, maybe they got one of those three, right?
You had two of them.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. But the one, yeah. So I'm happy to hear you. That's why I was smiling, man. I'm just sitting back, just letting those over there hear this, because it was Darvin that did outcoach Jason Kidd tonight.
Yeah,
Darvin had back-to-back good coaching games. People are so far down that road, they refuse to give him credit because they've been bashing him for so long. But Tim Hardaway usually kills us. We didn't have Dante Exum having his game of his life again tonight. And to be honest, the two times we lost to you guys, I think was a combined 5 points. You know what I mean? So we've been in every game. They finally got separation tonight. Healthy Rui, healthy Vando, D'Lo, Austin engaged, and makes a world of difference, right? But yeah, there were just so many things. So Lively, as you mentioned, he got going great early to start that game. Then Darvin Ham adjusted, started sending guys the other side. AD was crashing when they bring Vando out, and he was taking off the drive and having AD go chase on that rebound, neutralize Lively from there.
Yep.
Then then you had Luca with 20 in the first half, but he was 1 from 6 from 3, finishes with 33, finished 2 for 9 for 3. So he made 1 3 in the second half, basically at that point, right? And Kyrie was 0 for 6 at halftime. So the Lakers, although they got separate, they got up about 8 or 9 in the first. Dallas, I think you guys got it to 2 by halftime. Mm-hmm. That third quarter, the Lakers just came out and said, we know where the weaknesses are, pounce, 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 and they just got it. And then it was pretty much over towards the end of the third. I'm like keep this above 12 and we'll be fine. Obviously, if they get going from 3, you guys can be a threat. Keep it above 12. They stretched it out. Fourth quarter was never really in question. And a lot of things, like you said, didn't have the Hardaway killing us. Didn't have Exum out there doing that stuff. Kyrie didn't have a great game. Luca slowed down in the second half. Lively had an advantage late in the game. They took that away. Soon as Lively was out the game, if you notice, Lakers just went crazy after the rim there. Maxey had no chance of stopping that. So it's rare for while I'm taking up for Darvin these last handful of games, it's rare to see the Lakers take advantage of mismatches and opportunities the way they have the last couple of games, especially the way they did tonight. Everything they saw as a mismatch, they exploited tonight. And that is extremely rare. Extremely rare. I'm not trying to add to your rant, but it's because it probably doesn't make you happy to hear that. But we saw more adjustment and more kind of offense, sort of run, diving, D'Lo giving up the ball, cutting to the basket, Austin Reeves coming back door. Like, there's been so many things that happened in this game that we haven't seen for months. And I don't know if it's a combination of just doing it against Jason Kidd, who was making zero adjustments, and maybe it was the players that figured it out and just kept running the same thing. Maybe it wasn't Ham, but they collectively somehow they figured out something. And then you're right, Jason Kidd did nothing to stop it.
You said he did what? 2 adjustments, Jeff? You said how many adjustments?
No, I said he did nothing to stop it, Jason Kidd.
Oh, gotcha. You said 0. Gotcha.
Nothing to stop it. And it was, I mean, selfishly speaking, man, we thank you guys. We needed that tonight. But we where you guys are at right now, you guys started off great. I think you're 9-10 in your last 19 now, I think.
Something like that.
It was like a 500 team after that run to start the season.
Yeah, so we started off a little rough. We made a change to our starting lineup, and we went on about a 15-game span where we were looking like contenders. Then the in-season tournament, we win that. We look like world beaters in that, right? And then
they say I was like 6-14 or something like that, or last like 20 games.
We came out of the in-season tournament. We faced you guys, and Dante Exum took our soul that game. It's been downhill ever since. And the Clipper game, the Raptor game, we had a slip up against Phoenix. And then we've had 2 solid wins against OKC and you guys. Kind of starting to put it together. So we've been where you guys are at. It's ebb and flows. You've got, like you said, to us too, a lot of injuries, a lot of people out. Coaching, very, very similar paths here. Very, very similar. 2 prominent scorers, right? Lack of capable bodies, lack of coaching through multiple parts of the season. There are a lot of parallels here with these 2 teams. but it doesn't separate the fact you guys have two gifted scorers that if they can just figure a way to get those, I would have really loved for you guys to get Siakam. That would have been great. But if they can figure out that third guy, like you said, that's been our struggle all year. Austin Reeves has been our third best guy. We're not a contender if Austin Reeves is the third best player on our team. He's a solid player. He's a good player.
Same here.
Yeah, but he's a 4th, 5th guy, right? But we need a third. We need a legit third. So do you guys, right? So that's why I really did not mind the idea of Siakam there for you guys, but unfortunately that's no longer the case.
Yeah, I think I listened to one of your shows. You were talking about that, man. Talking about Dallas, maybe. Yeah, that would have been interesting. Yeah, I feel that way too, man. Like I said, that would have been a legit third option, man, for the Mavs. 3 guys, you know what they're gonna do every night, right? So. Like you said, just like with Austin Reeves, I say the same thing about Tim, man. If he's your third option, that's not a good thing. He needs to be your 4th, maybe I say your 5th. He can be your 5th option, man. Coming off the bench, that'll bode well, but you know, people see him have 2 good games and think he's a future Hall of Famer now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. I got anything else I want to add, man, before we go to the game ball?
No, I mean, we touched on, pretty most of it. Just kind of 2 team, one kind of raising up a little bit, one kind of going down a little bit right now. So it's like a week from now, we could be having a conversation in the other direction, just how it seems to be going with these 2 teams. Yeah,
we're gonna have a conversation with y'all getting Zack LaVine pretty soon, man. So
that's not happening. That's not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah, I saw a report earlier. I think they were saying that it's like, the Lakers are out on Zack LaVine. Like all of a sudden, Zack LaVine's like trade value has plummeted for some odd reason. But yeah, it's crazy, man.
There's a lot of reasons.
I mean, it's a lot of reasons, but yeah, it's just crazy. Now, when I said that, it's funny because like maybe a year ago, man, all of a sudden he's like the hot commodity, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody wanted him.
They said the Mavericks were going. If the Mavericks didn't get Kyrie, they were going heavy for Zack LaVine.
He's gonna go ahead.
Made him available last year.
There are two words that make everyone run like hell from Zack LaVine, and it's called second apron. No one wants to get into that second apron for Zack LaVine. Nobody.
Yeah, I don't think Zack LaVine is a second apron type of player, bro.
He's not.
But yeah, man. Let's get into this. Let's get into the game ball, man. Jeff, who you giving the game ball to, man, for the Lakers, man?
It's funny because when you look at that stat sheet, you're going to see Braun got busy, AD got busy, D'Lo got busy. But to me, I said the best trade the Lakers can make all season is an unhealthy Vando for a healthy Vando. So I don't care what his stat sheet says. Game ball goes to Vando for me tonight. Just for what he did on Kyrie, freed up the others to do their stuff, to fill up the stat sheet that they're paid to do. He did what he's paid to do, is not fill up a stat sheet, but impact winning. Okay. Vando for me.
So that's what I like to hear, man. That's what we thought Grant Williams was going to be. Uh-huh. Exactly what we thought Grant Williams was going to be. But it's what it is. Who you got, King?
So easy decision to give it to Luca, and I feel like you'll give it to Luca, Relle. So you talked a little down about him, but I felt like he played okay. I'm gonna give it to Derek Lively the second. He had I think 5 offensive rebounds.
No, he had 7. He had more than that. What do you have? Oh, he had 5. I don't know. I thought he had more than that.
Yeah, 5.
I was thinking of the other game, but yeah.
After having like 7 the last game, like he was big boy out there on the offensive boards.
You know what? Let me walk that back, because it was at one point. I don't know why Kid took him, didn't put him back in the game.
Yeah, he ran him out in like the third quarter and had him out.
Yeah,
for a while.
Yeah. He had a great start to the game. Great start. That's why it was a game, was because his putbacks.
So yeah, that's why I said let me walk that back. No, you're right.
It's Jason Kidd, man.
It's Jason Kidd, man.
The X factor for the Dallas Mavericks is Jason Kidd.
We've been saying this all off season, man. When folks was asking us what do we think this team can do, and we always said, man, it's up to Jason Kidd, man. It's up to Jason Kidd. Like, these guys can't sub themselves in. These guys can't set the rotations up. These guys don't determine who plays and who don't play. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys don't determine what the plays are going to be. Like, that's on coaching, man. Like I said, I've said this before, Jeff. I never wanted Jason Kidd when we first got him. I've said that a million times because I was scared of these type of moments right here, man. I felt like he was not out of the head coaching chair long enough to learn his lesson before getting another head coaching position.
Yep.
And like I said, like with Mark Cuban not doing his due diligence, man, before getting this guy, that's on Mark Cuban, man.
Mm-hmm. It is. He saw him win a championship and thought he was gonna bring him over here and bring that. They gave Jason Kidd all that credit for drawing up the defense in that game that they beat Miami to win the championship in the bubble, but it was really Rondo. And when that comes down to it, right, it was like, okay, the new shiny toy, the assistant. The rule is when a team wins an NBA championship, you try to get their assistant, right?
Yep.
But this isn't your typical situation you want to pull from. This is a guy who the Lakers couldn't hire as the head coach because of the optics. They had to make him an assistant. So Laker Nation wanted him as the head coach. And I'm like, no, you don't. He's burnt over 2 franchises already. All right. You don't want this guy as your head coach. And then when they brought him in as an assistant, he's going to knife Vogel. Like that was already like the narrative, right? So my biggest fear was Vogel was going to be gone and we were going to get him as the head coach, to be honest. So when you guys...
Yeah, I ain't going to lie. I thought y'all were too, Jeff.
It was right up the Lakers' alley. I really thought that was going to be. You guys ended up... I was upset about losing Dudley, though. I really was, just for the simple fact he was really good with that team. With that group of guys, he was really good being around those guys. He brought a solid vet to that team. So I really liked... And we didn't play him. We didn't need him for anything. Just be that vet. So I feel like he's a good guy to have around a team. But I think you're in the same situation like us. Jason Kidd, probably a solid assistant. Darvin Ham, a solid assistant, right? Dudley probably is going to be a solid assistant. These are all passengers in the car. None of these guys should be driving the vehicle. Nope. The way I see it. You know what I mean? So, and you learn rather quickly. Like, guys, we had Laker fans in like game 3 of the preseason last season that wanted rid of Darvin. 3 preseason games in. It didn't take a lot to see right away he was in over his head. But it was... you'd hope he'd grow. The major cosign from Giannis. He did win a chip as the assistant. He has a long player development career. He's well loved around the NBA. Players love him. Stars love him. Superstars love him. All the right things were said about him. When you listen to him talk, he's a salesman. Like he was checking every box until he got in the coach's box. And that's what it is. And you can sit there, you can be in a car all your life, but until you grab the wheel and got the keys to it and you got other people's lives in your hands and it's your first head coaching job, and not only are you coaching the Los Angeles Lakers, but you're coaching the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James, and you're a rookie coach. There's a lot of a recipe to go wrong there out the gate for even like a qualified head coach, right? So doesn't remove him from blame because he talked a big game. He shouldn't have ran his mouth so much and sold himself up so high. Because I think that's what it is. If he came in a little bit, I don't want to say he wasn't humble. But I felt like he promised he sold people a bill of goods, really. Like he was out there just talking this talk and then didn't really back up a lot of the things, that facts over feelings, all the stuff he was talking, and then really didn't back it up, right? So I get why Laker Nation got upset with him. I get it. But my thing has always been about, and to your point, you make a fair point when you talk about Kidd, about he's putting the guys in, it's his rotation, it's all this, that, right? I look at effort. That's on the players. These are grown men paid to be professionals. They should show up with effort, at least, right? They should show up with effort. They should play defense. They should do these things no matter what is going on because you're still paid to play. Like you still need to play. These people are still paying to come see you. So like you still need to get out there, handle the politics elsewhere. That bleeds onto the court. I blame the players just as much as the coaches in that standpoint.
I agree, man. I agree.
Kidd has these stubborn, ridiculous like patterns that he does. Like he's a Greg Popovich or Phil Jackson has won like 6 championships. So like 11 or 5 or something like that. And you're like,
Darvin too.
Yeah, like how do you operate like this? Like you've done nothing.
Don't use timeouts. Save them. Let them figure it out, right? Yeah, thank you. Shout out I see my guy Dan, the Laker fan in here. Shout out my brother. He says the same thing, right? You acting like he's popping Jackson out there. You're not. Yeah. Not. I'm only laughing because, man, I'm getting a little vacation from. I'm happy that EmpireJeffTv gets to see that the Laker Nation is not the only fan base that is frustrated with their head coaches. Clipper fans hate Ty Lue.
It's a bunch of.
But I don't know why Clippers fans hate Ty Lue.
I don't either.
Ty Lue right now. I would say Ty Lue right now, man.
Right now, yesterday, 4 years ago when they could have had him.
You said 20 years?
Yeah, like I mean, when they hired Vogel, I wanted Ty Lue, but they only offered him a 2-year deal. So it's like Ty Lue is a fantastic.
That was disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Everything about the Lakers is trying to line everything up to Bron's timeline, right? That's what it is. So it's like, which I understand he hadn't signed an extension yet. You don't want to end up like, I get it to a point, but at the same time, if you handle your business, he's not going nowhere. You can't think like that. You can't operate. You're the Los Angeles Lakers. You can't operate like you're scared to lose someone. Operate like the Lakers, right? So, but it's funny because like the Clipper fans hate Ty Lue. It's wild.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy, man.
They can have Jason Kidd.
I was just about to say they can have Jason Kidd.
Straight up swap. I'm good.
Right now. I would trade him right now, man. That's crazy. But yeah, man. Ready to get to the questions in the comments?
Let's do it.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to the questions in the comments, man. Listen, guys. If you have any questions or any comments addressing us here, guys, please hit us with the WTM in front of your question or your comment, guys. If you're addressing us, we ask you to be respectful in the comment section, man. Welcome to the Empire Jeff crew. The fans that came in today, man. Appreciate y'all watching us too. Also, too, guys, we have any super chats. We take the super chats first. I don't know if any came in, so I'm
not sure.
Okay, all right. So, all right, let's go ahead and get to it, man.
All right. Hold my latte. He's a Glow Yard gang member. He says, terrible loss. We should not be this bad. This is all on Kid for not adjusting. Bad lineup. Bench Lively for no reason. Kai was clearly limping. Refs are ass. I'm done. Trash.
There's a lot there.
He also says, if any Kai fans out there, if you think Luca holding back, why not question our coach for bad rotations and lineups? That Bron tackle on Kyrie was purpose. He knew what he was doing.
Bron's not known for that. But
what is that? Lil CJ. He says Bron tackle Kyrie unacceptable. They feeling that one. Hold my latte also says THJ should be starting. I think Maxey should start. I think he's saying he shouldn't be starting.
Yeah, I hope it may shouldn't.
Well, if you saying both of them should start, that's going to
unless he mean Tim shouldn't be starting, but Maxey should start.
Yeah. Thoughts on that? We really need to make a trade. I don't know if Maxey needs to start. I just think we need another power forward, latte. And we need to make a trade.
We need another consistent forward, man. This is why you heard people linking the Mavs to like a Pascal. He would have been a shoe-in, your guaranteed number 4.
It's been a perfect fit.
That would have been a perfect fit.
Plug and play. He might have been the best candidate for you guys. Probably the best candidate for you guys.
We sold this over, man. Again, it's the reason we got Jason Kidd, man. He the reason we got Jason Kidd too.
It is wild because it's usually Laker fans, which I am a diehard member of. But to hear, I think this is good for my channel to hear other fan bases talk about referees and coaching. I think it's therapeutic because we've had some really, really bad referee losses over the last 2 years. Probably second most to the Warriors. Warriors have had some crazy ones. The Boston game, the Bron 3-point game. So believe me, everyone thinks that the Lakers make it as far as they go because of the referees. Like Bron gets fouled on every play, guys. Like literally every play, whether you like Bron or not. Like he gets fouled so many times. Luca exaggerates the stuff too much, but he still gets a lot of contact. You know what I mean? But Bron literally, like Shaq would, right? Shaq got fouled on every single play. You couldn't stop him. You had to just throw your whole body at him. Bron gets fouled on every play, literally. So it's like the amount of calls we don't get is more than people would actually think. But
this is why I always say, Jeff, when I complain about the refs, I don't just do it on the losses. I do it on the wins too.
Yeah, I do too.
Because the referee, I keep telling folks, man, overall this season, the referee's probably been the worst I've ever seen, bro. Now, last year they were bad.
It gets worse every year.
It seemed to get worse every year, man.
League-wide, though. League-wide.
Yeah,
it is bad all over. I've never seen so many coaches lose their minds. What that Toronto coach did the other day was gold, man. I was doing a show, so I couldn't watch it live.
Yeah.
But his meltdown. But yeah, it's getting worse every year. This is the worst I can remember it.
Yep.
Yeah, the Memphis coach ran up on the court.
Ashton says, "What was the game plan?"
Yes,
I don't know.
To let the Lakers win. That was the game plan.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Perfection.
That's another thing too. Kid be giving away games, man. It's ridiculous
all the time. And Kid was buddy with Bron and AD afterwards. Maybe he was giving y'all the game. Latte says before Axum comes, pause. The lineup should be Luca, Kai, DJ, J, Maxey, and Lively. Thoughts? I don't know because Jason Kidd wants to play 3 guards, so.
Sorry, that's just more Laker related. Oh man, this is gold.
Now you might have to play Axum instead of DJ. I don't know, man. I don't know what our game plan is for real. I'm tired of trying to figure it out. Maybe Latte. I'll say that maybe. I don't know.
This is my chat is going. The 3-guard lineup is a sore spot for us too.
Hey man, that's a high school lineup. Frank is a Glow Yard gang member. He says before Johnny B goes off, he the fan 123 version that stands Kyrie and bashes Luca. LOL. Nah, Johnny B decides who he wants to bash. He done bashed Kyrie for what's his name? Tim Hardaway Jr. as well. Pascal's a Glow Yard gang member. He says, "Sup, y'all? What up, Pascal?"
What up, man?
He says this team, this coach is too inconsistent. Where was DL2 on the third with his glass support? Maxey had some OKD pause in that quarter, but put DL2 next to him against AD, Braun, and Rui. He also says the inconsistencies come from Kidd knowing we have good lineups from previous games, but never repeats them against the next team. We just handled the Pels/Wolves in the paint and D. What the F? Yep.
Yeah, Jeff, I'm looking at your comments. they said exactly what you just said. Sound like y'all. Yeah, man. We go through it too, man. Horrible coaching, man.
Johnny B is a Glow Yard member. He says LMFAO. Luca comes back and we look like the Pistons. He the several terrible lobs and act like it was Lively fault. He let players walk past him on defense. Shaking my head. Kyrie needs to run the offense. At times, you're right, Johnny B. That's Jason Kidd.
You had headband Luca out there today, looking like a tennis player. All right.
School says, why the hell Kidd benched Lively 3 minutes into the third quarter? Like he was the one missing threes and passes. I've been done with Kidd. This was on him. Hey, School.
I agree, School. I watched the game, and that's literally what my mind was today. I don't know what Kidd was thinking, man. Like you said too, Jeff, he wasn't calling timeouts or nothing like that. Y'all went on a run at one point. I'm just like, so he's not gonna call a timeout. No. I think y'all went up by like 14 or something like that. And I'm like, you're not gonna call a timeout. Like, come on, man.
All right, this is just so like you're gonna see it in the chat too. This is like echoes of Laker Nation, right? Well, it was funny because Darvin is known for that, right? But then we were up 20. You guys got I think an and one, got it down to 19, got it down to 16, and he used the timeout. And we're like, whoa, like he just used the timeout to stop a run. And then did he hear?
I remember that.
And then so we were talking about that, and now so this is again. I'm glad my chat really gets to hear this because they feel like literally Darvin Ham is the only person that does this, and it's not.
Hey, you know what's funny too, Jeff? We're not the only two teams that feel this way. Go look at the Atlanta Hawks. Shout out to Damon and them.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not the only ones, man.
And that's known as a good head coach. Like Quinn Snyder's a good coach.
A good coach, yeah.
Ty Lue was a good coach. Like
I still don't get it, bro. I'm sorry. I'm trying to wrap my mind around it, bro. I don't understand why they're attacking. I would kill to have Ty Lue right now.
Real quick sidebar, the thing about Clipper Nation is, and shout out to you guys because when you beat him, you gave the Kobe fist to us, man. So shout out when you did that, real. Shout out to you, man. You said that was for Laker Nation. You said Kobe fist. There you go. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. They hate that. They don't like the Clippers over here either, guys. So this is a friend. The enemy of our enemy is our friend over here, right? So
right.
The thing of it is like there are I call it the refugees. Like these are Braun and Laker haters seeking refuge in Clipper colors because they kind of hitch their wagon to Kawhi, the dynasty slayer, quote unquote, right? And because it hasn't won, they have to blame everyone else but Kawhi. So it's Lou, it's Paul George, Marcus Morris was like the whipping boy for them. Yeah. So it's like they want to blame Ty Lue for everything except of Ligament Leonard and everything that he's gone through, right? But outside of that, but that's really what it was. There's maybe like 16 Clipper, that may be overshooting, maybe 16 Clipper fans on the planet. The rest are just transplants from other teams that hate Braun and hate the Lakers. That's all it really is.
Billy Crystal, right?
Yeah, bro, I've never met a Clipper fan in my life, man.
Yeah, but that's really what it is. So they hate Ty Lue because they won't blame Kawhi for anything.
Dude, I felt like real talk, Jeff. I felt like the Clippers probably should have won 2 of the last few titles. I think the one in the bubble, I really thought the Clippers were going to win that one, but you guys won it, and also they choked and let it go, whatever. And I think the year that Kawhi got his ACL torn, I thought they were going to win it that year.
In 21, in the year the Bucks won it.
If they would have made it to the finals, I think if Kawhi was healthy, I think they make it to the finals, and I think they beat the Bucks if they make it to the finals. But it's been health and all, like they just bad luck. It feels like so. We'll see. We'll see this
physical health and mental health because in the bubble was mental health. You know, they chose some things over rings over there in the bubble, right? So, outside of that, but they mentally fell apart. The Lakers, you know, that's probably that was one of the greatest greatest acts of leadership I've ever seen from LeBron James in a bubble. His leadership alone probably got that ring, right? 80s play, Bron's play, the role players stepped up. But LeBron's leadership, where every other team was just couldn't wait to get out of there and just lost focus, Bron held that team together, right? In 2021, I think that Clipper team, I absolutely agree. Like I still think that 2020 Laker team was just the entire season was that team. Like they came off just freshly beating Milwaukee and the Clippers back to back. They were stomping people. They didn't lose a fourth quarter lead the entire season, right? That team was that team that year. Like people want to act like it was just not you guys. What I'm saying, people want to act like the bubble, like the Lakers just all of a sudden got 2 months off and became a different team. They were them dudes that whole year, right?
Jeff,
I
hate that excuse, Jeff, because if any other team would have won, we wouldn't have heard that excuse.
I'd take that championship.
I would. If we had won that year, I would have took it.
There's only two fan bases that don't like that championship. It's the Boston Celtics and the 16 LA Clipper fans. That's it. One else, everyone else would.
So what would they have said if they had won it though? You had the same opportunity that y'all had. I don't understand why people complain about that. Everybody had the same opportunity, bro. It's not like you had to travel further than the other team. Everybody literally would have the same accommodations, had the same hurdles they had to jump over, bro. So I don't want to hear that excuse. Like if anybody else would have won, we'd be sitting there saying, "Oh, such and such won that championship that year." It wouldn't have been no asterisks or nothing next to it, bro. But because LeBron did it, it's an asterisk, bro. That's the part I don't understand, man.
I would have no problem. I don't care who won that bubble, even if it was the Clippers, even if it was the Celtics.
Yeah, hey, Clippers won. Okay,
entire league went through that year. I think that was one of the hardest championships I've ever seen.
Yep, I agree.
No matter who won it, I said that at the time. Like whoever wins this deserves all the credit in the world because being away from your families, being away from everything, basically being in prison, right, over there for basketball, really shows true love of the game, and that's what you play for. So you're gonna punish the team that had the mental toughness to get the job done. That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody but LeBron though. Everything you just said, Jeff, is true, but not for the Lakers though.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
He's just a bubble championship with the Lakers, but everybody else is, oh my God, look what he had to overcome.
Complete leadership from LeBron and Rondo, man. Like it was major. That's why they're two of the greatest minds of all time.
Yep.
NBA minds. It is what it is. Pascal says Johnny B. Luca had some bad passes or bad look on passes tonight. Uncharacteristic, but a bit of rust. Still his triple double in a while for him. This was on Kid. Yeah, I feel like it was more on Kid. I know Luca does Luca things and all. He was coming off of like being out. Jason Kidd just put people in foolish situations. Man. He just don't set the team up to win. I feel like at times.
Don't set him up.
That's just the problem. Pascal says listening to Kid talk about no answer for AD. We did have an answer with Lively rebounding. When he went out, AD had more chances. Should have had Maxey and DL2 in the front court together. Yes, I agree.
Matter of fact, Lively had 11 rebounds. How many did he have? Davis have? Oh, he had 12. See what I'm saying? Like,
bro, Lively was only a -5, and like Lively was a -5, and Dwight Powell was a +6.
I didn't understand why you didn't play Dwight Powell as in the beginning, like when you first started subbing out, and then when you did put Dwight in, you completely negated your starting center, bro.
Bro, what I tell you? I don't understand it now. Now we talk about Dwight Powell doing a good job and all, having the best.
And then you take him out the lineup. That makes no sense. Like I said, last year, you used the analytics and all that jazz to keep him in there. Now you got the eye test. You don't need the analytics anymore. You actually have the eye test, and you don't put him in the lineup. That makes no sense, bro. No sense. God, I gotta get that dude out of here, man. I feel like he's gonna like. This is like Luke, not his prime, but like. This is like key years for Luca right here, man. He has a chance to do something special, bro, and you're messing it up, man. You sabotage.
He's gonna cause us something. It's gonna be a big situation where you need your coach and like, damn, Jason Kidd.
Let me ask you guys a question real quick. Does this era of Luca kind of remind you of like LeBron's first run with the Cavs? The way the franchise is kind of transactions, coaches, and stuff like that to a point where Luca might have. I mean, just gonna say that might have to get out of there to get a chance to win. Do you think? Well, a couple of questions here. I've seen this, but I want my chat to see this, hear this from themselves too. I know you guys aren't a huge fan of Jason Kidd. I know you're not a huge fan of Mark Cuban, right? From what I've pretty much heard, on your show here, being that Mark Cuban sold controlling interest of the team, but kept operations control over basketball, which is the wildest situation I've ever seen from a selling standpoint. Obviously, probably, I don't know, you guys probably can speak to this more. Whenever I've seen these transaction in business, it's typically that's going to phase out over time. Yeah. Do you guys have any idea of how long Cuban's going to have that full operational control? That's the first part. Because I didn't see that become public, but it has to be in there somewhere. Secondly do you think that, like I said, do you think it's going to get to a point where Luca's going to have to look to go team up with someone else out of Dallas to get a chance to win? Do you think it's going to really come to that?
I don't want to think like that, but I would not blame him if he did. Like, I mean, I can't be mad at him, man, because we've been sitting here. I know I have for the longest, man. Like I said, I've been a Mad fan my whole life, man. So I've seen these types of things happen. We saw it in Dirk's regime, right? Mm-hmm. We saw the years that Dirk was taking all these pay cuts, man. He took I think his last like 6-7 years, he was taking pay cuts because he trusted the front office, Mark Cuban, to put better pieces around him, and he didn't do that. So in the case of Luca, if it was to happen, I would not be surprised. Like Mark Cuban, them looking at Luca as if he is like Dirk, like he's gonna always be here. That's not the case. This is brand new NBA, brand new players, all that, man. Like Lucas knows he has a legacy tied to this, man. Like he has to win championships. Like he already first NBA, All NBA every year, All-Star, all that stuff, man. All these different records he's breaking. He's got to get the MVPs. He's got to get the championships. Now, if he feels like he can't get that here, he probably will leave. Got to go somewhere else. And like I said, I would never, and I would not. I know we're gonna probably have mad fame blaming Luca and getting mad and all that. I wouldn't blame Luca, bro. I really wouldn't. Look, man, I've been, like I said, I've been a fan before Luca. I'll be a fan after Luca. That's not the problem. It's just that, like you said, I think we talked about this. Mark Cuban selling his stake in the team, but yet you still have control of what's said, what was done within the franchise. Makes no sense to me.
Nope.
It makes no sense to me. I didn't see Ross Perot Jr. do that when he sold his stake.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see that. Now all of a sudden he gets special privileges after selling the team. Now
it's BS.
Yeah,
Jordan didn't get it. Jordan lost it after the draft.
Yeah, but it's BS. The whole Mark Cuban thing is BS. It's not even in the contract or anything. It's just him. Something he wants to. Mark Cuban, man, he lies. Like it is what it is. Like, he plays around, he lies, and he manipulates. It is what it is. He does that type of stuff. So it depends on the new regime, really, Jeff. The new regime, if they really want about setting a new team, spending money, trying to get guys in here, and if the team isn't being successful, like we go through another year of a guy that's been a All NBA, like Relle said, 4 times out of his first 5 years or whatever, he goes to 6th year, and you possibly not make the playoffs or the play in, and you're losing in the first round or something like that. It's about the new owners. If they're actually going to put their foot down, if they're going to get Mark Cuban out of there, because it's not in the contract, as you said. He's not like legally able to be the governor. Like the owners can say you're fired now or whatever and get him out of there. So it's basically up to the new regime. But to go back on your Luca question, though, I think we have until he signs the next contract. I think he signs because he's going to sign probably like $100 million contract, like getting maybe damn near $100 million in one of the years. I feel like probably his last year of his contract. So I think he's going to sign that contract. But once that signature is down, then I feel like we're like, if we aren't at a point yet where he's like ready to compete for championships, already compete for championships, then teams might be looking. And Luca might say, hey, can you trade me somewhere else or something?
So it's kind of force a trade. One other question I have, because I can't think of it off the top of my head. Who was the biggest free agent signing for the Mavs?
So this year?
No, like what was their last major free agent signing? Everything I could think of was either draft or trade.
Kyrie Irving.
But they traded for him.
And then we
no, but he was going free agent.
You're talking about just straight
free agent.
Chandler
Everything I can think of was trade or
Chandler Parsons. Probably
Parsons was the biggest pause. Chandler Parsons or Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
Monte, we got Monte, right?
Oh yeah,
Monte Ellis, maybe, but like still for that to be the highest. You feel me?
And then who was the biggest signing of the Dirk era?
Nick Van Exel. We trade for him. We
traded for him from Denver. You got him. It's funny. You got him as the throw-in in the French trade.
Tyson Chandler.
Tyson. I'm about to say Tyson Chandler. Or
no. We traded.
Monte Ellis.
Yeah, Kurt's right. It's probably Chandler Parsons.
Monte Ellis.
Wait.
It's Monte.
It might be Monte, or King probably not going to agree with this, but either.
Monte wasn't really Monte anymore, right? This was.
No.
Monte was Monte.
When he left Dallas,
with us,
level Monte.
When he left Dallas,
he wasn't even out on the Bucks.
When he left Dallas, he was done.
Yeah, when he went to Indiana after us, that's when he was done. He's on averaging like 11 points and all that. Yeah. We love Monte over here, man.
Yeah, Monte.
I said Jason Terry. You guys signed him or got a trade from Atlanta for him?
We traded for Jason.
Traded for him, right? I felt like you traded for him. I felt like that was a trade.
No. We signed him the offseason that we lost Nash.
We lost Nash. We signed him. So it might have been Jason Terry.
Almost had it. I mean, like I said, King probably not going to agree with this. Maybe like Antoine Walker or Antoine Jameson. No, we traded for Jameson.
As far as the name, you're right as far as Walker, because Walker's a multiple-time All-Star, right?
Yeah.
So Jason Terry, I think Jason Terry might have been at the time that you got him, because he played great for you guys. He like, especially in that championship run, he was.
Yeah, you're right. Jason Terry.
So my point is, when you got Luca, you traded for Kyrie, you got Luca, and even Kyrie's deal was what, like a 3-year, third-year team option, less than max, right? So it's like, even like you're looking at Dirk taking less. You look at Tim Duncan all those years taking less. You look at Kawhi just did with the Clippers to take less. Paul George probably going to take less. Harden's probably going to take less. When you sit back and you look at this, when it comes to Luka, I think it is a little bit different than Dirk, is because Dirk was one of the first ones. He was coming in, he almost like, okay, I'm a guest here, Luka's coming in here, I think this could be his league, right? And like you said, he's got the legacy to live up to. People have been, I know they're nowhere near the same player, but they're similar. It's kind of like the LeBron thing, right? As far as like, he's going to be compared to that face of the league type of dude, right? And there's going to come to a point where it's like, okay, it's either like, I could see him maybe signing a deal or maybe going the LeBron route and leveraging them. Like, I'm not signing anything until you get me someone, because there's money out there for Luka. Like, no matter teams will take their roster to get their hands on someone like Luka. So I think he holds all the cards. The only thing with him is staying in shape and staying healthy, because I think that guy's going to get buckets regardless. I think with you guys, I think if I'm a Mavs fan, you know what would scare the hell out of me?
Who's that?
Wemby. Because if he sits back and looks at him and says, I can go play with that, I can go play with him. That's what I'm saying. So it's in their own state. And that's what they got to kind of start looking at. Who's the guys that he's going to look at to go team up with? And that's what they got to build that team around to prevent. My
only thing where I kick back on it, Jeff, and I feel like Luka, when I think Luka may stay, LeBron had, I want to say this correctly because I'm a big Bron fan. I love Bron, like before LA and all that. But he had kind of the beta mindset. That's why he left and went to Miami, if that makes sense. Like, it's kind of like, I don't feel like Luka would feel right going to somebody else's team. I think he'd rather go to a better situation where a team was built to him. So, like, say if the Lakers blew everything up and the Lakers had a free available spot, I feel like Luka may go to that team to change that one, but not go to Wemby, San Antonio, if that makes sense, and be like, I'm the second fiddle or whatever. Maybe if you're not even the second fiddle, but you went to somebody's team. So there'll still be people that criticize you for going to another person's team. I don't think Luka has that mindset. And like you said, Luka is trying to be the best player in the NBA. Like, Dirk was never that. And we love Dirk over here, but Dirk was
he was an MVP, but he was never the best player.
He was never considered the best player in the world. Yeah, Luka's trying to be the best player in the world. So
that's fair. Okay, that's fair. That's one of it. It was, I look at it like if he's looking at a guy that maybe someone like that can't get out of the playoffs or can't get to a second round, and he's just the guy that takes that team to the next level, is kind of like what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But I think you're right. I think it's like, if you look at, like I said, post Bron, obviously him and Booker, that thing situation, like any like post Kid, any of these teams who lose like their A guy, right? And they've got money to spend and they've got some things to set up there. Then yeah, that's what I'd be worried about if I was the Mavs, because I think you guys hit it on the head of saying the legacy thing. He knows he has to attach championships to this, and the league is now, if you can't get it, go find it. And the days of guys staying there for 20 years, 15 years, whatever it is, that's so hard to pull off now.
I also feel like the Mavericks clock gets sped up if somebody in Luka Doncic's peer level wins like an MVP or a championship before him.
Yeah.
So when that happens, and a guy, because it's a whole bunch of, this guy's better than Luka now. Well, we done been through Jason Tatum, Trae Young, Devin Booker, now with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or whatever. If one of those guys is around his age, maybe younger than him, wins an MVP or championship before him, then the Mavericks are going to be in tough duty as far as getting the situation around him, because I feel like it's going to be where they're going to start forgetting about Luka in a way, and he doesn't want it to happen.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's true. Trey said, we traded for Terry.
I thought we traded for Terry. That's what. So it's probably Monte Ellis, man.
So Jason Terry was okay. For some reason, I thought he was. I
thought we signed him after we let what's the boy name?
You lost Nash in 2004, right? Because that's the year he went to Phoenix. So that was the same year Kobe was a free agent, and they tried to get Kobe and they did to Nash.
I thought we traded somebody to Atlanta for him. We didn't trade for Terry. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that was a trade. I thought that was a trade deadline trade.
No, we got him. I thought we got him over the offseason.
I thought we had him in the offseason too. I thought we started the year with him.
I remember.
Yeah, we started the year with him. Yeah, he was supposed to be Nash replacement.
Van Axel was trade deadline. Van Axel and the Friends
Yeah.
were trade deadline. Okay, there you go.
Man, Van Axel, I want that jersey.
I-
School said Holmes was a key factor. Man, Van Axel for y'all, man. Van Axel, Eddie Jones, and all them before that. I mean, but Kobe had to be Kobe though. But Eddie
No, that
Jones.
team before Kobe and Shaq with those guys. Like the year before they got there, but Magic came back.
And then Magic, when Magic retired, right when Shaq was there, man, like Magic and Shaq had to play with each other. School said, yep. Holmes was a key factor in our wins versus LA. Kid goes small over Holmes this game. And that's when we get blown out. Fire Kid, please. Hey. TGK, he's a Glow Yard member. He's also the official Mavs pregame show host. He says, I hate this team. And just a straight face. Pascal also says, when I saw D'Lo couldn't miss tonight, I knew it was going to be a game. But that third quarter killed us. Lineups made no sense from there. And lively we trust should be the new J Kid motto.
And to be fair, D'Lo's been cooking the last 3 games. He hit Utah for 39. He had a solid last game. He's been a little bit of a heater the last few games.
D'Lo put up that nice layup against Lively. I was like, oh, he on one.
Yeah, that little floater.
Yeah.
Like when the one he bounced up and then went in, I think.
Yeah, it looked like an underhand.
I saw that. I said, yeah, that's that nice
underhand hook shot.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this?
TGK says, how you come out flat versus a spotlight matchup, just embarrassed, and I'm over it. It's already been a bad week with the ass boys. Now the Alvericks adding to this. Hey, TGK, I'm about over it, man. I done learned to just, it is what it is now. Yep. One game at a time. Live by that motto, man. That's how you got to do it till the end of the season when we start seeing who can make the playoffs and all that stuff. You feel me?
Stop looking ahead, man.
Yeah. School said we need a head coach who can lead, not an end of the bench guy who watches and lets players choose to start if they want or not. Dumb. Frank, he says he's a Glow Yacht member as well. I don't know if I said that. He says in Johnny B University would have Kyrie and THJ as a star duo and would have traded Luca for second round picks. LOL. He gonna trade on Kyrie soon too.
He gonna trade on THJ too. Give him 2 or 3 games. He start playing like this for 3 games straight. He'll start trying to trade him too.
Y'all see, he ain't say nothing about THJ yet though. School said again, if the threes are not falling, is there a capable coach who can draw up plays to get paint buckets or lively dump offs as he was doing early? If you drive and miss, Lively will clean it up.
That's what made me mad about this team, man. They stay with the 3 no matter how many they're missing, man. Instead of going to the basket, man.
This sounds just like the Lakers.
Right? That kills me, man.
I'm telling you. Who's your guys' lead assistant?
Sweeney.
Yeah, Sean Sweeney.
Sean Sweeney.
Yeah.
No one could tell you ours. They'll say Phil Handy, but it's really not.
You know what? Do you have a assistant coach in your lineup that you trust
to be a head coach?
Just like if Ham was to get miss a game, see, same here.
No, we have very good player development head coaches. We don't have a single X's and O guy on our bench. My biggest bash to the Lakers wasn't about signing a player, wasn't about trading for a player, was not adding a seasoned assistant or associate head coach to Darvin Ham's bench.
Good night, everybody.
Yep. Stand up and leave, man.
I've been saying this all season, Jeff. I've been screaming this, man. I've been screaming the same thing. Get better assistants around you that helps you manage the game better, man. Yep. None of them guys on that bench are going to tell you, hey, man, that's a dumb play. Or man, that's a dumb lineup. They're not going to tell you that. These are people that you put on. So they're not going to give you any pushback.
We have no X's and O's guys on our bench.
None.
Not one. Berg says you got to give Kid his props. Not many coaches would have made the decision to take out Maxey and put in DP over Lively late in the third. Lively was so close to fouling out with one foul.
I love we can pick up on sarcasm in fonts, right? It's amazing.
Zero to Hunter says, while Luca is a great passer, I think we need an actual offensive scheme other than just Luca ball and corner threes. Luca doesn't get the other guys involved in the way Kyrie did. This is on Kid always. When it comes to that, you got to assist situations. Pascal says, why can't we trade coaches by the trade deadline? Right. I take a second round pick and give the other team cash to take Kid off of us. Sweeney, FTYW. I don't want Sweeney either. We had Jamal Mosley. Jamal Mosley was our coach, and Rick Carlisle got us Jason Kidd.
Or just wait, get your GM and let the GM decide.
Yep, you could have did that too. Gina Kim says, hey, fellas. What up, Gina Kim? Horrible game, but we move. This was on Kid, and the role players were mostly on Kid. Why did he allow THJ to start? He should have came off the bench and had Maxey and Lively. I blame Kyrie too. Kyrie had a bad game.
Gina said all this. I said that makes no sense, but okay.
Andre is a Glow Yard member as well. He says THJ and Kai combined 943. How was his L on Luca? That's what I just said, Andre. Like I blame
Andre. You gotta ask Johnny B.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? The primary defender of both those guys was the guy I was so happy about to give the game ball to.
Mm-hmm.
That's Vando.
That's what I'm saying, Andre. Like this, I'm not. Kai and them was trash. They were trash today. Like you got to call it what it is.
No, that was Luca's fault.
Oh, okay. Zero says the coach is supposed to be able to come up with schemes and plays and to find ways that Luca can best utilize the role players instead of jacking up step back threes. Yeah, I mean I get mad when he does that, but he actually had a good shooting night tonight overall.
Yeah, I think his legs are still not all the way there, man. Because a lot of them threes are kind of.
Bro, it's so many fast breaks when he breaks those threes, though. That's what gets on my nerves. So if you're gonna shoot it, you can't be backpedaling. You gotta like either run towards the ball to get the rebound or run back for the the assignment to stop the fast break. And sometimes he doesn't do that, and that gets on my nerves. So I'm like, don't shoot it, Luca. Don't shoot it. Don't shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
Gina Kim says game ball to MVP Luca, the best point guard in the league. He was rusty at first, but he got better. Lively gets it too. Great start from him. I don't blame Kai for this because of Braun stupid reckless. Hey man, if you on the court, you know how what we say, Gina Kim. I ain't gonna change it up today.
And then Kyrie go 0 for 7 before he got hurt.
06, yeah.
Yep, before he got hurt.
And Luca actually started the game. Looks like Luca got rusty as the game progressed. He started the game off like he got 20 points at halftime, 13 to finish the game.
And I feel like Kyrie got hotter after the hurt. I mean the hit or whatever.
After he got hurt,
yeah, like he started making shots and all a little later in the game. So I think Kyrie just had a bad game. It is what it is. He had a bunch of great games. What 5, 6 in a row, whatever. So it is what it is. It happens. Latte says, I'm so effing sick of Kid. He played THJ Hardy or Hardy and Seth together, and it's not working. It clearly isn't working. Stop acting like you're smart, Kid. You bum ass bald man. Wow.
All we heard last year was people got to earn their minutes. Can somebody please tell me how Seth Curry is earning his minutes?
Bro, he was playing Grant Williams, Tim Hardaway Jr., Dwight Powell, I think Luca and Kyrie together, bro. And I was like, man, wow. Jason Kidd, why are you doing that, bro? What are you doing? Like, Andre says Johnny B. Kyrie was passive. He can't get open himself. Himself open, bad shooting. He was trash. Yeah, he was trash today. He was trash. He's missing shots too. Missing shots he usually make.
Mm-hmm.
He got busy there for a good. There was like a 3-4 minute stretch where he didn't know where he went. He went to the paint, did the little spin move, went up with the left, finished it. Mm-hmm. Then he did the one where he lost the guy in the baseline, put it in, and then he did a couple of ones where he was just cooking dudes off the dribble, got to a spot, and just missed shots he normally makes. But his body movement looked fine. He looked fluid out there. He was poetry in motion out there. Just shots didn't fall. He started getting a little hot there, and that's when the Lakers kind of.
Yep.
Out of character, used some timeouts, cooled him off, brought Vando back in the game. And not that Vando can stop Kyrie, but he made him work tonight. And there's games where you can make Kyrie work all night and he's going to drop 40 on you.
I don't think Kyrie was ready for it. I don't think Kyrie was ready for it. I think he thought Vando was Luca's assignment. And once Darvin Ham made that adjustment and said, well, Luca's going to do what he does either way. Let's take Kyrie out the game. That was smart adjustment.
Yeah. That's what I said. I got to give his props on that, man. That was a good call.
Yeah,
that's the first time I've seen that this year.
What up, Neil? He says, greatest on the internet. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Sir. Appreciate it, man.
Last one says, I think Kai has more chemistry with Tim and others than he do with Luca. Which I have to say about that. I mean, it ain't about more chemistry. I don't know. I just think guys love Kyrie and certain guys just have a respect for Kyrie because he's an older dude and all that. So it is what it is. They'll be fine.
And some of it could be also, I think when you guys first got Kyrie last year, it was like Kyrie would play. Depending on how many games they went without playing a game together, right? It was like Kai was out there with a bunch of guys, and then Kai was out, and then Luca was in for games, and then when Kyrie came back, Luca was out again. So it's like natural progression of chemistry forced with those other guys weren't there, and then you bring those other guys two together, and it's like some of them already found their way with particular players. So plus Luca's been there longer, so I can see that. Kind of.
Jason Kidd, Jeff. We play two different ways. So when Luca's in the game and Luca runs the team like by himself, so we've been playing recently with Luca or Kyrie, not with both of them. When we play with Kyrie, we run all day. Like we got young guys and we just run, go all. When we play with Luca, it's slow the ball down and, step back 3 last second shot, hit to the corner and things like that. So we have certain players that we know when they play with certain of the two, either Luca or Kyrie, they're probably going to have a good game or a bad game. And we can't get a system. We did at the beginning of the season. It looked good because it came off the training camp, off the off season. It looked like the beginning of the season looked like Luca was running. We had a system where we could play both ways. Now, since we've had guys injured and we've had to go back and forth, we got to get it back, integrated or whatever. So I think that's the issue right now. And plus we got to get health as well. And Jason Kidd is Jason Kidd. So it's a whole bunch of
you got guys who play a little better in Kyrie style when he's leading it, and you got guys who play a little better. And then when you try to mesh those two together, so you get a little friction there. Not personality wise, but just fit, right? Yeah.
Yes. So with Jason Kidd needs to figure out the ways to put these guys in the best positions, and that's the whole argument we're having as far as with Jason Kidd.
Because I don't trust him with none of that.
That's what Ty Lue was good with Braun and Kyrie in Cleveland.
Yep.
When it was like, it's your turn. Go get yours in stretches. It was almost like audibles, right? Yep. It was almost like, okay, you can go in and get yours right now, and then it'll be Braun's turn to kind of the team would adjust, right? When Braun was out there, you feel like they got more threes. He would go, he'd kick out the corner threes, they'd get it going. But then Kyrie had the ball, he was out there dancing, he was moving to get guys layups, all kinds of different stuff. They'd be running more, obviously, too. Braun would run, but Kyrie was just different.
The guy was just going, yeah. It feels like, so I feel like the issue with our team is that the better player is the younger player. So back with LeBron and Kyrie, the better player was the older player. So you have the guy that can actually set people up and say, hey guys, we need to do this. Run this audible instead. This is the guy. Luca is the younger guy. So Kyrie probably is the guy at this point in his career that should be running the audibles, but Luca has to buy into that he can still be the best player on the team, but Kyrie can be a leader at points and lead us. So Jason Kidd again, we got to get it situated.
I see this guy, like, actually, I rarely notice these, but I just saw this one right now. Who's this? The one asking me about Ham here. Gina Kim. Lakers fans hate Ham, but what are his excuses after bad games? Does he tell media he's just the coach? I'm just watching the you guys the worst quotes ever, right? Well, let me tell you something about this, Gina here. So Darvin Ham literally 2 weeks ago got on a podium after a loss and said, I can't understand how people live and die with our wins and losses. Like, he literally said that to one of the most passionate. Yes. So again, saying stupid stuff is kind of yes, he actually said that to Laker fans, right? He doesn't understand how people live and die with our success or lack of success, I think was someone on the words, right? And I just caught that because she tagged me in there, so I saw it. But what I'm saying is that he literally said that 2 weeks ago when we were probably our worst stretch of the season. Talk about not knowing the pulse of a city or not knowing anything. Then he bashed the starters that he put in there when he called out Cam and Vando by name, right? And then he went out there and said, blamed injuries, while his entire locker room said injuries aren't an excuse, right? So it's like Darvin Ham does some things. He does say some things that are actually right, but he doesn't really deliver the words correctly. So is what you're saying about now kids saying, oh, I don't know, I'm just a coach. Like Darvin Ham, I haven't heard him say that, but I'm telling you, to tell Laker fans that he doesn't understand why people live and die with our success or lack of success, I'm telling you right now, that might have been the worst thing to say. Like, I think the second worst thing he could have said, it was Kobe was overrated. If he said that, then he would have just been like dragged out the building. But other than that,
does he ever hold himself accountable, Jeff?
I would say not as much as he should. Like, in that situation, like, that would have been the perfect one. Like, right? Like, we're losing game. Like, what he was saying is like, kind of like what King has been saying. Never, don't get it too high, don't get too low, on to the next game. Was probably in his heart of heart what he meant, right? But the delivery means something there, right? So if you come out and say, like, you know what, it's tough, or we're trying, we're in a rut right now, we need to play better, I need to coach better, you guys deserve better than this, but I believe in this group and I believe we're going to figure it out. But I'm sorry for the roller coaster ride right now, but I trust these guys, this group of guys that got to the Western Conference Finals, who overachieved, who rallied, put it together, figured it out. I understand we got swept, they ran out of gas, but what I'm saying is, like, Along the lines of something like that. Basically, it's kind of going to mean the same thing. I know you guys are frustrated. It's up and down, but it's just the way you package it, right?
Yep.
So it's like Darvin Ham does not know how to deliver that message. So if that's what he's delivering to the public, then I have no idea what he's delivering to the locker room, right? Yep. So Darvin Ham, like I said, I don't blame him as much as most of Laker Nation does for everything. Like they literally blame him for everything. Traffic in LA, if when it rarely rains, everything is Darvin Ham's fault out here in LA, right? If the Dodgers didn't get Shohei Ohtani, it was going to be Darvin Ham's fault, right? So what I'm saying is like the man, but he does things that makes it easier to pin it on him. And it sounds to me like Jason Kidd does a lot of the same.
Mm-hmm. It is, you're right. I'm gonna click on some of these too for you, Jeff. Craig said, "Hi, Jeff."
What's up, Craig?
Let's see. Chris says, "Empire Jeff with the flow." Eric says, "What's up, Jeff?"
What's going on? What's going on? Make sure to subscribe to these guys, man. We Talk Mavs, man. Relle and King are incredible. They do great work. For those who tune into our Around the League segment and get the pulse of other teams and around the league and stuff, tune into these guys. This is some of the best content you will find on YouTube. I watch them all the time. If I don't catch them live, I listen to them the day after. I check out all their work. So definitely co-sign, definitely stamp them. Great work. Lakers Fast Break will double tap that stamp for them. Like we'll double co-sign that. Incredible guys, incredible content, and they and like I said, they're against the Clippers too. So rock with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Jeff.
Say the same thing for the Glow Yard, man. Please go follow Empire Jeff, man. Please follow Empire. Help him get to his first 1,000, y'all. Please.
Yes, please.
Appreciate it.
Laker Familiar says, "What up, Jeff?"
What's up, guys? What's up?
Dante says, "Sup, Relle and King." Laker fans pulled up. What's good, fam? Not much, Dante. Appreciate you.
Not much.
Mount says, "Are we sure this is a playoff team?" Yeah, I think it's a playoff team.
It's a playoff team. You guys were fifth coming in tonight, right? Fifth?
Yeah, we're
a playoff team.
That's another thing, too. I hate when we
get a chance. Yeah, I know, right? Jason Kidd gives games away. He gives games away.
Gives away. Hey, you want this game? Here you go.
Gina Kim said, "At least we won the series, but now we're back in the seventh." Shaking my head. The Warriors game is postponed, so if Kai is hurt, he'll get some time to rest up too. I just want Luca to play healthy, man. I think
our game is postponed?
I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to snow.
Y'all get snow in LA? I mean, in California.
California, not LA. No snow in LA. If it's only been like my God, I think I've seen snow in LA maybe once in my lifetime, and that was just wild. Outside of that, you'll get snow like an hour outside of LA in the mountains or something like that. But LA,
they get snow in the Bay.
I was in the Bay last week, and man, yes, it gets cold up there, man. It gets right by the water.
Snow
so it's
in the Bay, okay.
Not frequent, but it'll happen in the Bay before LA. It's much colder up north than it is down south.
Santro says, "Salute Jeff and Relle and King search. Respectfully, let's go." Appreciate
it.
Last one says, "Somebody tell Grant shooting is not a priority. The number one thing should be drive to the basket and lay up or kick the ball out." Oh man, Grant Williams.
Hey, last, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of scared he put the ball on the floor too, because
I think it was sarcasm, bro. I hope.
I'm gonna say, because man, we've seen too many times he lead the league in jump balls, man.
Oh man, Bowley, he's a Glow Yard member. He says, "What up, bros? What up, Bowley?"
What up, Bowley?
Just wanted to say thanks for doing these shows. And my positive voice, this loss probably increased our chances of making a move for another piece or two. So I guess we have to stay tuned. Appreciate you.
Oh, and Nico and Finley were both at the game in the crowd.
Yeah, Nico and Finley everywhere now. They're going to make a move, man. I really think we were going to go for Siakam, but Indiana just said we're going to give you 3. Like I don't think nobody expected that, and it was like what? And so there's nothing we could do.
that just takes Murray's price up higher now. So if Siakam went for 3, Atlanta's probably not looking to Murray for less than 2.
Less than 2, so, you got to give him at least 2.
Crazy. I thought the
market again.
Yep, damn man. I thought the what's called trade set the market, but what's the
OG one?
Thank you, OG.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Changed it right back. Yep.
Well, that set the market for players you got on your roster, right? That what it was. It downgraded from picks, but it graded to RJ Barrett, Manuel quickly, and basically that Detroit pick is essentially the first pick of the second round, right? So late first round pick, right?
Yeah, I say play first.
So kind of, but so that one, what's gonna happen now with the Murray one is truly good. It's almost like you want the LaVine one to happen because I think that could be low draft capital. So you almost want that to happen.
Are y'all getting them, Jeff?
No,
y'all getting them?
No,
not LaVine, but Murray. I heard y'all testing Murray.
I don't think so because the Lakers only have one pick to move. So I don't think, and they want Reeves. I think there's 0% chance the Lakers trade for LaVine and 0% chance that they trade Austin Reeves. So because
not LaVine, but Murray. Y'all
no, but I'm saying because I think there's 0 chance they're going to trade Austin. So no Austin Reeves, only 1 first round pick. I don't think that's enough for Murray. That's just now unless I'm overestimating his market, but I think his market is bigger than LaVine's.
Yeah, unless they want to.
Yeah. So
DeJounte going back to San Antonio?
It's possible. Keep an eye on Philly, San Antonio. Trying to think of
y'all gonna get. I think y'all can get Zack LaVine, Jeff.
I don't think so.
I think y'all gonna if you can. I think y'all really want to make a blockbuster trade, but you can get him for nothing. I feel like so. I think y'all going to make the move to be desperate. I have that feeling. Like, not to say it's the right move. I think you guys are going to be desperate and make the move.
I don't think the Lakers are going to make I don't think they're going to do like a blockbuster move. I don't think they need it. Like, I really don't. Like, if this team's playing, if they trend in this direction the next 2 weeks or so, and they stay like this, if you can do like a here's the thing, non-blockbuster major buyout impact, right? So I'm a big CBA nerd. So major on this, especially the new CBA, right? I don't think a lot of people realize how limited teams are in the buyout market this year, other than like the Lakers, OKC, and things like this, right? Any team above the first apron cannot sign anyone in the buyout market above the full mid-level exception.
Yep.
So that no Bucks, no Celtics, no Nuggets, no Heat. Basically, all the contenders, no Clippers, even the Warriors who need help can't do it. Phoenix can't do it, right? So basically, Lakers, OKC, there's a handful of guys. So when these buyout guys come out and you're going to go play somewhere for 6 months and LA's got a roster spot and it's a lack of options, I think you're going to see typically buyout guys are not impactful guys. They're former all-star guys with big names that have a buzz because of their name. They don't play that game anymore, but they're a big name. I think this year we're going to see buyout guys that are like fringe all-star level or current all-star level guys who get moved at the last minute. There's a buyout that happens, and I think you're going to see some guys like that make their way to the Lakers. So I think the Lakers will be in excellent, and OKC I think is going to be a big place for those two. But I think you're going to see the Lakers get a really, really good buyout guy, and then I think you're going to see him go on the margin like a Colin Sexton, a Caris LeVert. I want to ask you about a particular guy because maybe a Bruce Brown. But I want to talk to you about one guy who Laker Nation seems to be just talking about non-stop. Educate Laker faithful on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Tough guy. Going to go out there and give you and try his hard effort. Definite high effort, high motor. Can knock down big shots, big threes. Can play different guys defensively. He's not really elite, but he's the underdog. That motor gets him a little more than he maybe should have because he's an undrafted guy. But like I can't explain. He's not. We have a problem with Mavs fans like overrating him, but he's not a bad player. Like we were happy when he got his $15 million because we felt like he deserved it. Like Dodo got to that point where he deserves a $15 million contract, but he's not a guy that can just going to change your team. But he's a guy that's definitely I think he's a championship level player. I think you put him on the team, he can be a championship level player to help you out.
So that's
someone you add to the team, like you said, like King said. He's not somebody who's going to come in automatically like change your defense. He's somebody you add into your defense, like you had with a Vando or somebody like that. Man, he could be in that kind of mode a little bit.
That's what we need. We need an upgrade. So he's an upgrade over Cam Reddish. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, and he'll knock down threes.
Oh, he'll be more consistent than Cam Reddish.
So
he'll knock down LeBron threes.
That's what I want. So if you upgrade Cam Reddish with someone like Dorian Finney-Smith or Bruce Brown, right? If it's something along the lines of that, right? We need a bucket getter. We need a third legitimate scorer. You said it right. Your third guy can't be 12, 13, 14 points a game, right? That's like Austin Reeves, D'Lo, pretty much right now. We need a bucket getter. DeRozan's too expensive. I don't like the fit spacing wise with Braun and AD. Doesn't shoot enough threes, right? Someone like I said, Colin Sexton, Caris LeVert, even to the lines of a Jordan Clarkson. like Bruce Brown, who's not known as a bucket, but it's just he's so impactful in so many different ways. He can help a team. $22 million is a lot. Energy guy like a Kelly Olynyk, like these type of guys, you know what I mean? Like I think are like move. But Dorian Finney-Smith, I wanted to bring up because Laker fans talk about him a lot as far as a trade target. So I wanted them to hear firsthand from guys who watched him often. He's
not going to get you a bunch of counting stats, like not a bunch of steals, not a bunch of blocks. He'll get you rebounds. He's awesome at he was awesome at offensive rebounds. He'd always get us like a major offensive rebound out of nowhere, put back or something like that. And he'll get you about 9 points. 9 points.
Yeah, toughness to your team too, man.
They'll give you like 9 points a game, shooting over 35, like probably like 38, 39% from three, something like that. So
that'd be
a good catch and shoot 3-point shooter.
Yeah, and a guy that can switch on almost every position.
Right up around it. We need something like that. So before like a Zack LaVine or because let me ask you another question real quick. Let's say the Lakers say, okay, we're going to give you Austin Reeves, maybe like I'm not saying, of course, I don't want this deal. But let's say if the Lakers say, okay, we don't have the 2 picks, but we're going to give you Austin Reeves, JHS, which was our first round pick this last year, pick number 17, I believe, right? And a first round pick for DeJounte Murray. Is that big of an upgrade to give up the pick in Austin? Like, is it that big of an upgrade, right? Like, I don't think it is. I like DeJounte Murray. I think he's overrated defensively. I think that's what I'm saying. I think he's good defensively. I don't think he's as great as people think.
What are Laker fans looking from DeJounte Murray?
Yeah, that's the question.
To be not D'Lo, basically, like there's some consistency. Like I think Laker fans who see these names and get attached to them. I think a lot of guys don't watch these guys play a lot.
That's why I'm asking, because if go back, you can follow our guys at We Talk Hawks TV. They'll tell you, like, he's not a great floor spacer.
Yeah.
He can facilitate a little bit. He's kind of like a low budget Tyrese Halliburton, like a poor man Tyrese Halliburton, kind of in that mold. He's not as tall. He's like 6'4". He was looked at as being a point of attack defender. He's not quite that. Like I said, does not space the floor very well. He's not gonna give you a lot of points. Like, he can get you. I think right now he's averaging like 21. Like, that's it's okay. You know what I mean, for a second. But for a second option, you expect him to give you a little bit more than that. If you talk about a team being a contender team or whatever, right? Yeah. So
he's not giving you 20.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not going to give you 20. I don't think on that team. And I think he'll be a better defender on your team though, because of not having to play beside Trae Young. I think with that happening, I think that's kind of what made him fall back as far as defensively, that he has to play beside Trae Young. I think with you guys' team, I think he'd be a major upgrade. I think he'd be a beast as far as defending point guard with the rest of your team, with AD in them.
How do you think he fit with Bron? Because that's the $1 million question.
I don't think it's worth it for you guys.
That's my point right there. Okay,
it's the shooting, man.
That's my point.
That's what my mom went to, Jeff, because I know y'all need floor spacing.
Yeah,
you need consistency with that. He's not like, he loves the mid range.
You need Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, he's great in the mid range. He's great.
Yeah,
you need Tim Hardaway Jr. He's Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, the guy. It's always, we need the guys that light us up, right? But
quality Tim Hardaway Jr. shooting 37% from three or whatever it is. You feel me? That's what you guys need. You need him.
We need a solid, like he touched on, Relle touched on it right now. We need a legitimate certified point of attack defender. That's exactly what we need. We were hoping Gabe Vincent was going to give us a version of that. Not like top tier level, but a guy who can at least compete, get out there. He doesn't run under screens. He doesn't duck anything. He gives the effort, right? Kind of to replace what Dennis Schroeder gave us. But we don't have that point of attack defender. And that's, we've got great guys on the back end over there with we've got AD that can block shots. Bron will chase down block. Christian Wood has been a better defender for us than people are giving him credit for us this season. He's been solid defensively. Playing alongside AD, I expected that, right? Because it's
hold on, say that one more time, Jeff. He playing beside who?
AD. That's why. But what I'm saying is that's why. If Christian Wood is your top big, then you're probably going to be in trouble defensively. But playing alongside AD, I said coming in, I know people. I did a video where I said Christian Wood could be like Miles Turner light for us. Like, he really could, not to the level of Miles Turner, but on a smaller sample size, right? He can hit the three, and I believe this defense was going to go up playing alongside AD. It has. So he's been solid with us. Some of our best defensive lineups, especially over a 15-game span, Christian Wood was on the floor. He was far and away our best plus minus.
That's something. Ain't that something?
He played grab. Then he hit a wall. He hit a little bit of a wall. But now he's back. He's come back around because we got a lot of moving parts in that position. We've got AD, Rui, Vando, Christian Wood. We got all these guys. Christian Wood's really and AD been healthy, but those other two guys have been, But Christian Wood has been solid when he's been given opportunity.
Oh my God, Jeff, hold on. I'm sorry. I just gotta.
Don't even do it, bro. What are you doing? Don't.
I'm sorry. You're right.
No receipts today. We're not doing receipts today. We have a guest.
Okay, my bad.
So you okay? Yes. I don't know because when everything we heard about Christian Wood coming out of Dallas was don't touch him, right? Don't touch him. But luckily for me, I watch games. I watch film. I watch everything. And I watched him in Houston. I've watched Christian Wood's career, right? I've seen him when he went from being just a regular player on the team versus thrusted into the second best player with Harden, and then having to be the best player, and then going into Dallas. And I thought when he first got there with you guys, like he again, outside looking in, like I felt when there were times he played really solid, like he had played some really solid defense, and he was in there. He was in there and accepting his role from what I saw. I took it as just him and Kid. It just didn't work out with him and Kid. Is what I'm
glad we got this on wax. Thank you, Jeff.
And then the way out the door, the way Jay, you know what it is. You know it's personal. You're not professional. A coach who it just didn't work with, philosophy, a fit. Y'all were cool. It just didn't work. That's cool. You don't do everything you can. You don't campaign behind the scenes to try to stop the guy from getting a job. That's personal.
Good night, everybody. This man preaching. This man preaching. Jeff, I'm just gonna say this: everything that you're saying right now, me and King. I'm just gonna credit us. Shout out to TGK of TGK TV. Shout out to Bibbs and Reese of Mavs Outsiders. And shout out to the Dallas Prospects, DDP and Any. We all were on the same train. We're saying this all year long, Jeff. Everything you literally just said, we've been saying this, and we got killed for it. We kept saying, like you just said, so with our fan base, they get easily like, what's the word? I want to
sway. They get manipulated.
I was gonna say that. But I was trying to stay away from that word, but
why not?
Like they listen to whatever like those main guys for the Mavs who cover the Mavs say, and it just go with that. It's like, but you look with your eyes, bro. It's like that's not true. Like we're sitting here looking at, like you just said. We had a game at the beginning of the season when Christian Wood single-handedly got us back in the game. We scored 16 straight points, and Jason Kidd yanked them out of the game. And didn't see crunch time, and we ended up losing the game. So me and King, and shout out to Bibbs because he was saying that he knew some people from the inside who was saying some things about what was going on with the whole Kidd and Christian Wood dynamic. And he was saying that, which, like I said, me and King been saying this all year. You don't need an article to tell you what's going on. You can see it with your eyes. So an article came out saying that from the get-go, when they brought him in, before the ink dried on the paper, when they brought him in, he didn't want Christian Wood. And it showed the way that he was coaching him. Did you know our longest win streak in the Luca era? In the Luca era, our longest win streak was when Christian Wood was in the starting lineup.
Yep. Giving you 20, 10, and 2 blocks.
He impacts winning more than people think. He was dogged for it. My thing about Christian Wood during the whole offseason is like, guys, like he's either coming or he's not. I'm not gonna make a video every day because there was people out in Laker Nation literally every day was Christian Wood. He's not the savior. He's a nice piece, and if we can get up to the minimum, oh my God, it's a steal, right? Yep. But it was like, so the Lakers, like I said, Jason Kidd, like he went. He was employed by the Lakers. Like he literally called people in the Lakers organization and tried to warn them about Christian Wood. Like he not only just wiped his hands with him,
believe it.
Tried to sabotage him, right?
Yep.
Like I said, AD and Darvin Ham went to bat for him. They really did, or he probably wouldn't have been a Laker. But Darvin Ham and Anthony Davis really took up for him and got it, and basically said no. Like that's just because they know Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd could be petty. They knew that from when he was here. So, but yeah, I just didn't understand because it was like everything coming out of Dallas was like, he's trash. He can't play defense. He can't fit in anywhere. He's ran out of every team he goes to. Like the narratives on him are crazy. He's been a complete model teammate here since he got here. He's never complaining about his minutes. He never makes a big deal when he's sitting an entire game. Did not play coach's decision. He's on there rooting for his teammates. Like he's been ideal. You know what I mean? There's not a bad thing we can say about him other than he's had a couple bad games, but who hasn't? But outside of that,
you know why, Jeff? Because he said this in the press conference when y'all signed him. Darvin Hams was upfront with him. He communicated with him. Kid never communicated. There was, matter of fact, there was one time that that Christian Wood even said there were times at the halftime I didn't know if I was playing or not or where I was going to be at. He didn't tell me anything. So it was always a guessing game every year, which that's nothing new because we had the same issue with Tim Hardaway at the beginning of the season. He said he had not one word with Jason Kidd. So people are asking him questions. He's like, bro, I don't know. Did you talk to Jason Kidd about that? You know what I mean? It's just like the dude does not communicate, man. He's trash at communication.
Crazy,
our general manager gave him a first-round draft pick for Christian Wood, Jeff.
Yeah.
And Jason Kidd didn't use him. And we got another guy this year in Rashawn Holmes who gave away his trade kicker. And Jason Kidd put him in the doghouse now. So that guy gave away money. And Jason Kidd hasn't explained.
He can't tell you why, Jeff. He can't tell you why.
Jason Kidd hasn't explained anything.
That's the most frustrating part. It's like he does things, is a head scratcher. People are asking you, and then he'll give you some dumb answer like, "Well, I'm not the guy who's in charge of putting people in the game." It's like, wait, what? You the coach? That's your job.
Wait, he said that exact quote.
No, he didn't say that. He would say something that's stupid though.
Say something like that.
He would say something like that though. Like,
oh my god.
Gina Kim said Lakers had a fake shooting night, but we could have done better to stop them. The refs gave them every call while we barely got ours. But that's on us to be better. They'll lock in the next game.
They did have a fake shooting night. We never shoot this well.
Yeah, I was
never.
We always have a good shooting night. I mean, a good game after a bad game.
Yeah,
you're tired of that, man. Tired of the good and the bad.
Professor Funk's a Glow Yard member. He says LA lucky that famed Lakers killer Dante Joe Ingles Exum wasn't playing. Very lucky.
Joe Ingles is a Clipper killer, not a Laker killer. It's half of LA.
Cam the Hooper, what up, Cam? He says J Kid just woke up. And said, I don't give a F.
That's what it feels like, Cam. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That's what it be feeling like, bro. It's like you just sit there like you don't care, bro.
Gina Kim says shout out to the Lakers though. It was a great battle. Mavs versus Lakers is always good hoops. I'm also blaming Kid for not trying Holmes. Hate him or not, Holmes' best games were against the Lakers. Hey, Holmes done. I don't think he's getting any more time.
Yeah,
he has had multiple good games against the Lakers, even before he was on the Mavs. He's had good.
He's like the tweet Jeff saying that Kid basically trash, and he's done that. I think it's done. He's not playing anymore.
Yeah,
because he played him for like literally 2 minutes.
Yeah,
went in, two plays, and then they took him out.
And somebody made a comment about it saying when the truth come out and all that, there's no way you can do that. Play a guy, he liked it, so I think that's
no. Kid eats that petty spaghetti every night, man. He ain't playing with that.
Yeah. What up, Dominic? He says Kid only plays power when he's struggling, not when he's hot.
I can't blame Powell for that one today, man.
Miss King, she's a Glow Yard member. She says, please explain why there was no call on that Bron takedown on Kyrie. I don't know that one. I don't know how.
Oh yeah, they didn't call.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't agree with people saying it was intentional, but
yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional, but I think it should have been a foul call.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Gina Kim said, I wonder what Kid's excuse will be tonight. He won the CTE battle 2-1 against Ham this season. The battle of sweaty-handed coaches was fun. I hope this get Kid in the hot seat. Never.
Sweaty-handed coaches is funny. Pocket hams.
Dante says, "Relle, that hat fire. I have a reverse logo Laker hat."
Yeah,
man, that is dope. That is. Your hat game is always fire, man.
He always tries.
It's a Dallas company here, man. They cover. Well, now they're sponsored now by the Mavericks, the Lakers. The Mavericks, the Cowboys, the Rangers, and now they just got a Stars contract. So
nice.
True Blue.
Avant is a Glow Yard member as well. He says, with Siakam off the table, rumors saying Mavs not interested in Wiggins and PJ Washington. Thoughts? Who would you prefer? Would you give up a first round pick for either Wiggins or Wash? I mean, I'd grab that PJ.
And like,
that money.
He's cheaper for sure, but PJ don't move the needle for me, man. Like Pascal would have really had me in here with a different mindset.
He was perfect,
man.
I still want.
Like I want PJ, but I want something else with PJ though. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I want Kuz and Gafford, man.
Like, like you get somebody like that, I would need somebody with them guys. I don't want it just to be that and then we're done. Like, no, if we need somebody like PJ or Wiggins or Kuz, somebody, I want them with somebody else.
You know what? TGK said this trade amongst Clicker real quick, but he says THJ for Wiggins in a second. I don't know if I do that.
No, I don't want Wiggins.
Bro, I don't trust Wiggins.
I don't trust Wiggins.
Wiggins had one good year of his career.
Literally,
Like,
it was important, but yeah,
it was very important. But
yeah,
like,
but yeah, no. Wiggins is.
hey, you can't be shooting 1 for 10, man. Think you a jump shooter, man. I can't do it, man.
I don't know if I can. Lakers all day says Empire. They sound like us with Austin. LOL.
Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of people in my chat are hearing a lot of. I've seen some people say that they said man, D Ham looking better after watching the We Talk Mavs.
Bro, you know what's funny, Jeff?
I've been telling them.
I swear to you, when I watch Lakers Fast Break, that's how I be thinking. Like you thinking right now, that's how I be thinking when I'm watching them. Like, bro, they sound just like us. This is crazy.
Like the Mavs, yep.
Just like us, man.
I want to touch on that real quick. Tell me if you guys agree with this. I feel like the era of the great head coaches are over. To be honest with you, I really think they are. You've got the guys who have been around for a while that are still here. You still got the Pops, like you should. You got the you've got the Spos. You've got guys. You got like Thibodeau as far as the old school guys who've got wins over their career, right? But the new era, the guys coming up, it's going to be bad. It is going to be bad. There really isn't any of these young. Like I know you got the Taylor Jenkins. You got
you talking about like in that realm? I thought you meant like
what's the dude
like
on Utah
or somebody like that.
What's the dude on Utah?
Hardy's in Utah.
Hardy.
Yeah, Hardy.
But
I like
I'm
Hardy.
talking about. I think you're going to find it's going to be like 20% of the leagues going to have solid coaches, and the rest are going to be
trash.
Are going to be player developmental guys who are player friendly coaches, superstar friendly coaches. Let the superstars coach the team type of thing. And no X's and O's guys, right? So I think the heavy X's and O's guys are fading out, and it's going to be the era of the player development and like the player friendly coaches, right? I think you're going to see teams where they're not free agent destinations have the more X's and O guys because they're really not out there going to have the player friendly guys. They're not signing free agents anyways, right? But I think when you look at like when you get into the major markets and a lot of these teams, I think the era of the great head coach is dying, like for the future. I think if we look back like 10 years from now, how many Hall of Famers make it from this era? Like really, I think it's going to fall off tremendously.
I never even looked at that like that, man. I didn't think about it like that. That's a good point.
I know we got a bunch more questions, bro. How much longer you want me to rock? Or just keep reading?
Oh, yeah, you read this one. It's funny.
Okay. Pascal says, nah, bro, we live for your rants on these nights as a public service. Proud Vet says, oh, hold up. Great House King says, as a Mavs fans, I wholeheartedly understand these guys. Hey, great. King, if you a Mavs fan, make sure to check us out, man. Hit that like and subscribe, please. Check us out. Proud Vet said, reminder, the Lakers have 2 all-time top 75 players who are also currently top 10 ranked. The Mavericks didn't Kid coach the Lakers roster?
Assistant. Want a chip?
Steven says, Hemi added again 4 rebounds in only 7 minutes. Man, I better stop playing, man.
Oh, man.
Alex says, this team is so reliant on threes. Falling. That's a reason why I feel like this team is so inconsistent. Other than Luca driving lively alley oops or Kyrie cuts, there's little to zero threat inside. Yes,
that's why I said that Pascal
Siakam would have helped.
I've never seen a trade that would have been so perfect, man, in my life.
I know Rick Carlisle, bro. I really feel like Rick Carlisle screwed us on that. I'm telling you, I feel like he said nobody thought he was going to give 3 first rounders. They were talking about Pascal Siakam's value going down and all that stuff. Out of nowhere, 3 first rounders. It's like, what the hell?
They probably saw the fact that somebody was going to get Pascal, so they had to do it, bro.
And Pascal said Pascal listed Indiana as one of the teams he wasn't going to sign with.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you this: hindsight's 2020, right? When you look at this, what did they want from New York for OG last year that didn't let the deal happen?
Like 4 first round picks.
They had 3 first round picks, right? Okay. They knew they had 3 first round picks in the bag, so they went and got the bodies from New York, right? They went and got the bodies from New York, and then they went and got the picks from Indy. Both of these have been mapped out for like going on like months. So Halliburton in turn have been recruiting Pascal for like a good 6 months right now. So he committed through back channels that he would resign there, and then was borderline telling. I heard that he basically told Sacramento, if you trade for me, I'm leaving for Indy in the summer. So essentially, yeah, they forced their way there. It was very low profile, but that's what happened. Halliburton got him. So they knew we wanted these 3 picks for OG. Let's go get the players for OG. We got the picks over here. That's what they did. Smart.
Provet said,
I told folks to look out for Indiana. I said that this summer, man.
Proud Vet said, didn't Kid use a double big lineup recently? Yeah. Didn't he start the last game with it?
Yeah, he only played like a split second.
Yeah.
And he chose the double big lineup to be the White Powell and Maxi Cleaver.
Gina Kim said, I wonder where all the THJ fans are now. At least Luca Live had a great game. I don't want to hear haters blame Luca for Kai being bad. That was on Bron.
I'm telling you, he played better after the collision.
Yeah, they ain't nowhere to be found, Gina. You know how it is. We got killed last game, and I said this was gonna happen, but it is what it is.
Bowley says, Kid is by far Mavs' biggest issue. That's why it's hard to believe Mavs will do well in the long run. I've been saying our success is built off of how good the players play. Kid just wears the coach's title. Yes. I see Micah. He says, hey, am I tripping, or is Bron playing a bit more off the ball lately? That's for you.
Hey, Micah, what's going on, my brother? Thanks for pulling up. And yes, that's why D'Lo's been thriving. If you guys know, I've always been talking to say, if you want D'Lo to play, let him play the point guard, let him create the ball in his hands, get him back in the starting lineup. I've also said that the lineup with D'Lo and Reeves will work only if you have a healthy Vando. We have a healthy Vando. It's no secret that this lineup is working again. You let those guys cook on offense. You got Vando and AD back there to help with Bron on chase downs. That lineup works with Torian Prince in the starting, bringing Vando off the bench. It fills out there, right? So when D'Lo is allowed to have the ball in his hands, that's what he is. Making D'Lo just a catch and shoot player, you're limiting him. D'Lo is a talented basketball player. You're taking his talents away and then complaining about him not playing right. So when you let D'Lo be D'Lo, now he's still going to have some inconsistent moments. But the last 3 games that they've allowed him to be the point guard and allowed him to create, get back in the starting lineup, play free, Vando's getting healthier. This is the D'Lo we should be seeing. But he's got to do his part and stay consistent.
And I've been saying that too, Jeff. I've been saying I see more of y'all playing LeBron off the ball. That keeps LeBron healthy too.
You said so. You said Luca and Kyrie. You said it should. You said it should be that way.
It should be.
Sometimes. Okay.
We've said that before. If you got 3 ball handlers out there, but the other 2 ball handlers don't touch the ball and don't operate the offense.
Luca out there. He can
why do you have Exum out there then? Just put him on the bench.
And hold on, Jeff. Before you go, Luca's one of the best post-up players in the NBA. Why not play him in the post?
The key slays. He slays. And the thing is, you got to let those guys do their jobs, right? So if you have AR, Reeves, and D'Lo are out there to score. So if you're going to take that away from them, and then they don't defend, right? And you don't got Vando out there with it, it's just counterproductive. Doesn't make sense.
Yep. Des Cordit says Kyrie / THJ going 9 for 43. That's why we lost. Part of it. You're right.
That's crazy.
Gina Kim said, I called Maxey hitting his first 3 on the Lakers. He looked good so far, and I like his defense lately. It just upsets me how Kid really allowed THJ to choose if he wanted to start or not.
Wait, is he? So that's real?
Bro, would you be surprised? Christian Wood couldn't get a start or playing time. Neither could Rashawn Holmes, but he asked Tim Hardaway Jr., do you want to start or not?
They didn't earn their minutes.
Nope. But Tim earned his minutes tonight, though. Proud Vet said, didn't Kid come here as a former Lakers coach with a defined defensive scheme? He got a gimmick scheme.
That's what we were told, Proud. But, it is what it is.
I don't see, Vogel was the defensive guru of that team. That was Vogel. You know what I mean? Like I said, when all the stuff that came out about Jason Kidd, I feel like you can start piecing this together. There comes a lot of propaganda around Jason Kidd. It's Jason Kidd spewing that. He did it to Christian Wood in like derogatory way. Then he blew up his own status. Like it was Rondo that designed that, that designed the defense in Game 6 against Miami. That was Rondo.
That's probably how he sold his subject to Mark Cuban.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so but he's also good at getting it out there. Like all this stuff leaks in Christian Wood in the meetup. That was all coming from Kidd. He's very good how to do that.
Gemini says, to be honest, if Pelinka makes a trade, it'll be a minor one. I wanted to ask you a question too, Jeff. How certain, I should say, put a percentage on it, are you that LeBron signs a contract again?
Signs or opts in?
Well, opts in. Isn't he going to sign? You think if he opts in, he's not going to sign another one? He's not going to extend it?
I don't know if the Lakers are offering after next year, to be honest. Nor do I know if they should. Now, that's no shade towards Bron. That's no shade towards Bron. But at some point, here's my thing. I'm not going to go on a rant. I'm just going to go on a little mini something here, right? My thing about this: at one point, do we stop saying we got to stop wasting years of LeBron James? And at what point do we got to start preserving the years of Anthony Davis? Right? At some point, because he's 30 now. So you just signed him we got him for 5 more years. Are we going to just kind of let him be this number 2 and keep selling his future assets to make his team better, to help this Bron team for when he's 39 years old? Are we going to be doing this when Bron is 41? Like, we can't do it. Like, we just can't. Look, the business relationship has been great. We got a chip. He's a cash cow. Everything has worked great. The drama comes with it. We understand this. But at some point, LeBron has 1 year and $50 million on his contract. One, I don't see him opting out of that. I see him opting into it. 2, I don't think the Lakers are too interested in an extension that pays him big money. I don't think so. So I think would they tell him get out? I don't think it would be that. But I think, look, if you're coming back after this, look, we gave you that 2-year, we gave you the Kobe treatment. We take care of our aging stars. We take care of you because that's how we get the next star, right? Mm-hmm. We took care of you, all right? But we're not going to pay you $50 million so you're 45 years old. At some point, you have to start giving back, because if we're trading our future for you and you want to be part of our future, then take care of us in the present now. Show the commitment back. Be vocal about it right now. You want us to move a pick this trade deadline? Opt in now. Commit to stay here to the end of this contract now. Then we'll play ball. One thing I'll say about the Lakers, and this is what I will always say, and Bron fans get a trip when I say this, I love LeBron James. LeBron James chose the Lakers. LeBron James saved the Lakers. LeBron James got Anthony Davis. LeBron James won us a chip in the bubble. All right? But LeBron James is not bigger than the Los Angeles Lakers. We are not Akron, Ohio. We are not the Cleveland Cavaliers. We are not St. Vincent, St. Mary. We are the Los Angeles Lakers. We will be here after LeBron James. We had 16 of them things before he got here. Hopefully we'll have at least 18 when he gets out of here, right? Bron does not define the Lakers. So at the end of the day, the Lakers know this, all right? The Lakers are riding the wave right now. But at the end of the day, like, it's going to get to a point where the organizational fatigue gets to a point where they're like, look, we've done more than our share here. You've done your share. At some point, we need to start taking care of Anthony Davis, because he chose us too. He extended us with us twice. It's not going to be 33 and then say, okay, it's your team now. Like, at some point, that's going to have to happen. I know it was a long answer. Sorry about that.
No,
but I think he opts in. I think he opts in. $50 million.
You're speaking fast right now. I didn't look at it like that. You're 1,000,000% right.
Yeah, it's the logical thought. I didn't know if the Lakers were ready to make that decision.
Me either.
Like I said, even with Kobe, when it happened with Kobe, I was like, I remember when you guys signed Kobe to the last contract, and I'm like, wow, y'all gave him this contract. But you take care of you guys. You should. Mm-hmm. Are you guys going to go after Bronny at all, you think?
That's why I say it's in LeBron's best interest to opt in. Here's the thing. If LeBron opts out and he goes to another team for another year or two, his family's not going to move out of LA. They're entrenched here now. Mm-hmm. He's going to be alone again like he was when he first went to Miami. Does he want to do that at 40, right? His son probably needs him the most right now, like going through this process, potentially going into the league, maybe staying another year, whatever it is, right? All of his business is here. All of his team is here off the court, right? To me, I think the Lakers look at it as like, go ahead and drop that threat. We're not buying it. We're not buying it. You know what I mean? So while I think they have a good relationship, I think they have a good business relationship. It's been fruitful for both sides. I think it's in both best interests. If Bron opts into that 50, the Lakers have their eyes on 2026. That free agent year, TV money boosts. Lakers are perfectly fine riding this out until 2026, right? The summer of that. So, Bron, you want another year at 20, 15, 15 million, 20 million for another year? We could probably make that happen. But giving you 50?
Bron ain't going to take.
No team in the league is going to give him $50 million. Why bid against yourself?
You're a bad team would. But he's not going to go to a bad team.
No, why is he going to be?
He wouldn't do that. I mean, a bad team would give it to him. Any team that would want to add him to anything would be a second apron, high level team that really can't sign him for much money anyways. Yeah. And again, moving on, does he really want to do that? So my thing is, I don't think it's going to come to that. I think that it will be something it may have already been agreed to when they gave him that extension. Like I'm telling you, like there's these things. The Lakers plan this stuff out. Like when it comes to the way their superstars kind of sail off towards the end of their career, right? They kind of work that out. And it's beneficial for him too, right? So I think he opts in, and I think after that summer, I think they're open to probably one more year at some decent money. After that, I think they're done, because the summer of 2026 is huge. Do you think the Mavs have any chance of getting Bron if they drafted Bronny? Knowing the story you heard about Kyrie and all recently?
If they draft Bronny, Kyrie there, Luca there, it's 1 year. Chance, yes. But but I don't
think it'll happen.
I just don't know if he's going to leave LA. I just don't know. You notice how he walked back that wanting that he's going to go wherever Bronny goes to play with him. Mm-hmm. Then he walked it back saying, "Well, play against him on the same court."
Yeah.
So that he doesn't say anything on accident. He's very calculated. So
absolutely.
Yeah, long answer. Sorry about that, but I think he opts into that 50 mil. I mean, he's a billionaire. That's still $50 million.
Yeah, it is. But I was thinking he may be at a point. Would you be surprised if LeBron goes to the? You don't think he's going to leave LA, but I thought maybe he'll get to a point where he doesn't care about the money. LeBron could be the ultimate, since he's already made $1 billion and all, saying, "Hey, I can just go wherever I want to, and the money don't even matter."
You know what? I said at one point, I told one of my guys too, I was like, look, I can see LeBron paying to 45, averaging 12, 14, 15, whatever, like doing it. And he said, no. I was like, why? He goes, these guys care about their averages. They care about. So LeBron taking his money down. LeBron had said that he will never play for less than his value again. He said these things, right? So now maybe, he meant it at the time, right? The man has the right to change his mind. But LeBron going somewhere in a minimum or like a $5 million deal, he's LeBron at 45 years old is worth more than that to a franchise. The Lakers know this. The Lakers know, like, look, if we give you 15 million, we're still bringing in a ton of money just by having you here. Let's get your son here. Let's ride this out. You can sit on his bench with him for 5 years. We don't care, but you're not going to be our number one. We'll keep you around. You can be here with your son.
That's a hard convo, Jeff. That's a hard convo to tell to a guy that think he's the second best player of all time or the best player.
But if he wants to, no, I know. No, I hear you.
Because 50 million, because I mean, truthfully, we know the money is really a projection of your value over time and all. But LeBron is, at this point, he's worth $50 million. You feel me? Like, and if he stays at where he is right now next year, he's still worth $50 million. So it depends on, I don't know, man. That's gonna be a tough time. But I mean, I don't think he's gonna leave the Lakers. I really, at the end of the day, I would love for him to try it out over here, whatever. But I think everything is just set up for LA land and all that in Hollywood. I think he went over there for a reason. So I think he wants to stay.
He's got too many roots here. And I'll be clear, I won't be mad if LeBron left the Lakers. I wouldn't be mad. He did what he came here to do. I wouldn't be one of those guys that roots against him or hates on him or does this. Like, everything runs its course. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wouldn't. The man has earned the right to do whatever he wants to do. I would have no beef either way.
Y'all gonna give him his jersey. Y'all gonna retire his jersey and give him a statue, right?
Definitely. I'm saying they should absolutely retire the jersey. I think absolutely he gets a statue. I think he does.
Y'all got a bunch of statues.
I think the Lakers are gonna be like that museum that want to showcase all the first ballot Hall of Famers that have played here, even if it's for a short amount of years. He was the best player on a championship team. The man got us the ring in the year that Kobe Bryant died. He got us Anthony Davis. He gets a statue in my book. He does. I know a lot of people aren't on that wave, but
I got a Euro step to statue just to get into inside the stadium, man. Jesus,
that's coming.
They got a ton of statues over there. Steve said this team needs Draymond Green badly.
Definitely a dog.
I'm gonna try to get a couple more in Relle. Frank says, y'all think trading THJ for Wendell a first and a second realistic? I don't
want to get that much.
Too much, man, for Wendell. Like THJ probably right now is valued probably higher than Wendell Carter. So I don't want to give up the first and the seconds as well, Frank.
I would take Wendell, but I don't want to give that much up for him.
It's too expensive.
I would trade other stuff instead of Tim Hardaway Jr. for Wendell Carter with probably some seconds. Despite how we think THJ is trash, he's still 6 Man of the Year candidate and it fits on the Magic. So I'm squeezing out as much as I can. Yeah, I think you could get Wendell Carter from the Magic for THJ, but I don't think we should do that. I wouldn't do that, Frank. Proud Vet said Kyrie will miss the next game. I don't think so. Fact says trash. I'd rather read a book than watch these. Berg says these commentators said it best when it comes to coaches. Usually the best players are the worst coaches. Yes. Shout out to Larry Bird and Bill Russell.
Yeah, Freezy called me. We're talking about that, man.
Steve says, I think if the Mavs miss the playoffs again, Kid is gone, no doubt. I won't be surprised if Luca axed out as well. He ain't been extended like Relle said.
Hey, you know what? And that's what I was going to say when y'all brought that up earlier. Damn, I lost it again. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. I lost it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Give me like 2 more. Gina Kim said, Empire Jeff, any players you think the Lakers need or want?
Want probably a lot, need probably a lot. I mean, it all depends where they look a week from now. If the team is still falling apart, then we blew up half our team last year. We had 6 new guys. If they're trending downward, I can see something like that. And pretty much anyone available is going to be linked to the Lakers.
Hey, when the trade deadline? The 5th?
February 8th.
8th.
Okay. So it's officially trade season now. January 15th through February 8th, the whole league can be traded except for those with no trade clauses or extension limits. Yeah.
Micah says LD's last game, he dominated the ball while playing poorly and took the rest of the team's rhythm. This game, he was the only one that could get anything going, and he wasn't dominating the ball. I agree, Micah. I don't think this one was like mainly on Luca. This isn't the Luca show. Let's see. Trying to see if I can get any Jeff folks in there. Oh, Gemini said, damn right, wish you had Ty Lue. Absolutely, bro. Ty Lue turned around the whole Clippers team.
Yeah.
Sat down and told him he was going to switch it around real quick, give him his time, and he did. Like,
I think he's a top 5 coach.
Yeah.
I think he's top 3.
Yeah.
Yes,
So, at worst, top 5. At worst, top 5.
Yeah. Like,
Jeff, listen, I would take Ty Lue, not now. But right now, you understand? That's what I would take that man. I would take on my team right now, man.
The only coach, I mean, it's Ty Lue in the conversation with, well, I guess Steve Kerr, what's his name? Eric Spoelstra, and I guess Greg Popovich, based off of like
pedigree,
legacy and all that stuff. But we got to see where it goes with that. But like, I put Ty Lue in that class. Like, they're the top of the line as far as head coaches in the NBA, I think.
Yeah.
Micah said the team didn't show up for Luca except Lively, and was Lively in foul trouble? No. If not, why the heck didn't we match his minutes with AD's? Seemed like we won the Lively minutes and lost the minutes without him.
You got to add Jason Kidd, Micah. The genius he is, as Boley would say, Kiddiot.
Kiddiot, that's a good one.
I'm going to leave on this one, bro. First and foremost, no. DJ says, salute panel, Empire Jeff. Appreciate you, Lena. And secondly, Dan says, wow, interesting to hear other fans complain on the refs. Hey, Dan, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Most other fans think y'all get the benefit of the whistle because y'all Lakers, Lakers, Celtics, all of them, y'all get that. The NBA wants y'all to be seen. Y'all get all the games, even if you got a losing record. You feel me? Like the Lakers get televised games. But you kept it real when you said about LeBron. Maverick fans got an issue with Bron because I don't know why we beat him, and we're the reason he has that like asterisk on his legacy. So I don't understand why we hate Bron. Like, I understand the Dwayne Wade thing, but like the Bron thing, I don't understand. But Bron does get fouled up. He's one of those guys. Bron, Shaq, I even think Luca. Like, it's certain guys where the refs have to decide how you're going to referee them because they're so physical themselves and the way they play with guys always on their shoulders and all. So I agree with you, man. Bron, he cries, but he cries because he should be crying. Like, it is what it is. So I'm fine with that. But that's it, bro.
Yeah, man, we apologize. We didn't get to all the questions and comments, y'all. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Coming on, supporting you boys, man. We definitely appreciate our guest today, man, from EmpireJeffTV side, neck of the woods. We definitely appreciate the Laker fans, man, being respectful in the comment section, man. We had a good time today. You know what, man? You know what's funny? Y'all are way more respectful than Knicks fans.
Oh, for sure.
Don't do that, bro.
I'm sorry. I got to give props where props to do, man. Shout out to the Laker fans in here, man. And it's not just y'all, man. Like I said, I be over at in Lakers Fast Break, man. They're real cool in the comment section, man. They don't get, you know what I'm saying? It's not never nothing crazy or anything like that. They're very inviting.
We got a lot of the same people. So that's
okay. So yeah. So man,
the Knicks
like
are the Cowboys of the NBA.
Yes, bro. Like, Knicks fans can be. We beat the Knicks the other day, man, and you swear they beat us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, man. But yeah, so big shout out to them, man. Shout out to, sorry, Dre, I didn't mean to throw shots, man. Shout out to you. I know Dre was in here, man. Shout out to Dre. He said he's gonna subscribe to your channel, Jeff.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Part of Blowing Tears, New York Knicks channel, man. So yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, man, listen. If you guys are brand new to the channel, man, into Mav content or just into basketball content, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man, and go ahead and join us here, guys. Also, hit that subscribe button on Empire Jeff's channel. That way, you help this man get to that 1,000.
Yes,
deserve to get to that 1,000, y'all. Great content, man. Like I said, I listen to his stuff every day. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jeff. The little music intro you have at the beginning of your shows, I rewind it, bro. Like,
yeah. I have people telling me, that's a funny story about that. I have people that tell me, like, if you change the intro, I'll never listen to you again.
Bro,
I'm like boxed into this intro for life. I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I had like 15 tracks I wanted to use, and I'm forbidden. So as soon as I started Dodger coverage, I couldn't wait because I threw another beat on there, right? Because they forbidden me to change that intro, bro.
You got to keep your intro got to be just like the Game of Thrones intro, man. It's got to be the same intro all of them, bro.
No,
So yeah, man.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, so shout out to, like I said, shout out to the Laker fans, man. It was in here supporting and stuff too, man. Like I said, Glow Yard, please go subscribe to his channel, man. Please subscribe to his channel. I saw a few people heard from the Glow Yard said they were going to go subscribe.
Appreciate you.
Also too, man. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, I ain't got nothing up right now, man. We're talking. Where's it at? There it is. If you guys want to become a member of the channel and join us here on Fridays, guys, just go ahead and hit that join button right there next to the subscribe button, because this Friday is the elusive members only post game show, guys. The Dallas Mavericks played the Golden State Warriors on Friday, guys. So we'll have the post game members only show on Friday. So the members will be up on here with us talking Mavs, man. And hopefully it's a win, because if it's a loss, it ain't gonna be pretty. So if you guys want to follow us here, also on Playback.TV, guys, or you can download the Playback app. We are under We Talk Mavs, guys. We stream all the Dallas Maverick games there on Playback, man. You can join other Mav fans as we talk about the Mavs as they play all the games there, guys. So we stream all the games there. Let me see. Is there anything else I'm forgetting, man?
Merch.
Oh yeah, merch. I got my elusive Jason Kidd shirt on right now. Trash Can Juice t-shirt on. You guys want to go over to the store tab on our YouTube channel, man? We got all our merch there. I know I said I'm gonna do it, y'all. I'm gonna work on the hashtag powwow shirts, man. I'm gonna work on those. Also too, man, if you also we have a link in our bio on our Twitter page, guys. So you want to go to our Twitter page, you guys can find a link there. Also, man, follow us on all our socials. I have all the links down in the description box below. I have Jeff's info in the description box below, so you guys can follow him on Twitter too. And let me see, is anything else? Oh, let me see. I can say this for King Kill Me. Yep. Follow me on my other YouTube channel, guys, because we geeked. We have shows every Saturday morning. Me and my cousin Will. Shout out to him. We are on our way. Like I said, we're a new channel, so we're trying to build it up. We're trying to get to our first 100, man. So if you guys are into anything geek, comic book movies, TV shows, Star Wars, whatever it is, okay, it's the right channel for you, man. So go ahead and follow us on Cuz We Geeked, man. Trying to help us grow that too. Definitely. Is anything else, King, I'm forgetting?
Jeff, plug your stuff, man. What you got?
Go ahead and plug it in, man.
Oh yeah. So first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for sharing your platform. Like I said, been a huge fan of you guys. Literally the first time I saw you guys. So honor and a privilege to be here. If you guys like anything I bring to the table, the way I talk ball, head on over to EmpireJeffTv on YouTube. As well as the PSF app, the Pro Sports Fans app. Me and my bro Dan, the Laker fan, do the live games of the Laker, call the Laker games over there. And then on Twitter /X, whatever they call it nowadays, at EmpireJeff_. Like I said, I've only been doing my channel since about August, and being able to work with the likes of King and Relle and all the people that I've been blessed to actually work with during this short journey. Still humbling, still surreal, but truly appreciate the time. You guys allowed me here today, and obviously happy the Lakers got the win. But outside of that, you guys are welcome on my channel anytime. I'd love talking basketball with good basketball people. So we should do this more often. You know what I mean? Appreciate you guys, man, and your chat. Thank you guys.
Oh, let me show this for Melissa one more time. Here it is, Melissa. It's Cuz We Geeked on YouTube. If you want to follow us over there. But yeah, I should say follow me over there, and my cuz Will.
So real.
But yeah, listen, man. Like I said, here's Jeff's info right here, guys. Empire Jeff in the building, man. You can follow him on there. With all that being said, man, listen, guys. Here's your boys Relle and King, man, from We Talk Mavs. We got our guest Jeff from EmpireJeffTv. This is where we talk all things Dallas Mavericks, guys. We'll be back here on Wednesday. I'm sure I say Friday when the Mavs play the Golden State Warriors. That's gonna be a late one, y'all. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a late one, bro.
Oh man, and it's a Glow Yard post game. Oh man.
Yeah, I thought about it, man. This is gonna be a late one, y'all.
At least it's a Friday.
Yeah,
so it's different. Empire, you over on the West Coast. I'm over here on the East Coast, man.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Oh, then I gotta get up early for the Cuz We Geek show, man. Oh,
yeah, man. Oh, okay.
You see what we do is you see the sacrifice we all make in these shows, guys. Make sure drop a like on these guys' video, man. It's free, man. Hit them with that super chat. Don't forget that super thanks in the comment section is like a super chat. Hook these guys up, man. They work real hard. You know the sacrifice they're making over here. They're different parts of the country, man. East Coast, Midwest. I'm chilling out here in the West Coast. It's only like 10:30. But outside of that, man, shout out to these guys for the sacrifice to your Dallas Mavericks, man. You guys should greatly appreciate the hard work these gentlemen do. Like I said, I'm a Laker fan, and I watch their show just because they're great at what they do. Show support to these guys. Become members. Drop a like. Subscribe. Hit them with the super chat. Super thanks, man.
And we're on our way to 2K. Appreciate you, Jeff. We're on our way to 2K, guys. Please subscribe if you can. Please. Thank you guys so much. And like.
Yes, sir, man. All right, guys. With all that being said, man, like I said, it's your boys Relle King. Got our boy Jeff. So we talk Mavs, where we talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective. We'll be back here on Wednesday. Same map time, same map channel. Go Mavs, and we out.
Peace.